And we're back once again with another episode of Icewindale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. So, last session you guys made your way to Goodmead, and in an attempt to thwart the plans of the Stones of Thruun from being activated. Of course, when you got there, you realized that they were already underway, but you managed to lure them into the town, launch an ambush, and a brutal combat ensued, which shouldn't have gone worse than it did. Thankfully, though, none other than Avarice finally showed up after their little crow had gone and fetched them from hiding. And when she arrived, she split the battlefield, cornering off the most dangerous threats with a wall of ice using her Staff of Frost. And that left you guys to basically retreat from the battle, perhaps gather yourselves, and maybe ready for, whatever plan you choose next. But let's take you to the actual map, because that got real sketch. But effectively, we're taking a pause from combat. You've retreated into Goodmead. The rest of the combatants have scrambled to retreat as well. Looks like they're not actually going to be following you. They clearly identify that you've got... There's the wrong map. They clearly identified you have a better movement speed, effectively.
Can I interject?
In the darkness.
Last time we were taking a temporary retreat, and we were in discussions whether or not we are going to take guerrilla tactics, hit and run.
Yep.
I did not consent
that's
to...
kind of what I said, basically.
Why are we in
That's what I said.
then?
I literally said you not Goodmead. Where are you? Fucking...
Dugan's Hole is where we were.
I meant Dugan's.
Okay.
I meant Dugan's. It's just your token happened to be on Goodmead. Damn snort. The fact remains, you've retreated, and you're choosing what to do from now on. So, let's see. The fact remains, where are we? You can tell me what you'd like to do, basically. You're like over here.
Well, I think it's like important to say is
Regular,
we
like
got
over here.
confident, didn't we? We had a chance when Roland started going in to see what was there, and none of us thought, "Oh, that's a lot of people." We fought a lot of people before.
The issue wasn't that there were a lot of people. It's that out of those lot of people, there were a couple of them that were a bit stronger than the people we've seen before.
Yeah. So maybe we need to learn.
I personally got fucked up the most by just some random dogs. A lot of random dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to consider some kind of reconnaissance in future rather than just be like, we dealt with a lot of people before, and like we need to be like, hey, how strong are these lot of people?
I mean, that's something we generally cannot know beforehand. Like,
I mean, there's always got to be some way to get reconnaissance of some kind.
I mean, just seeing that they have two leaders with them doesn't give us an idea how strong they actually are, unless we can like identify some medical equipment or anything on them, right? So
that's for you. But what are we going to leave them? Okay.
I personally think
she says, yes, the chieftain and their great warriors are far more deadly than the rest of them. There's probably a reason why they're in that position of power.
Yeah.
That said, we did thin their numbers considerably. Well, you guys did.
I mean, hey, Everett, we still have a
Mm-hmm.
problem on our hands, or well, the hands are the problem, right? Do you think you could, since everybody's retreated, right? Do you think you could collect the corpses with your goggles from the battlefield, so they don't get the hands for the rituals.
That's a good idea.
All right. I'll send
Or
over
just destroy them.
Goggle.
Yeah, or destroy them.
That's
Doesn't really
easier.
matter.
I'll send my familiar to scout first, and she does so. Whilst she is doing that for a quick minute, is there anything you wanted to do, like out of combat, like self heals, potions, whatever? I don't know.
I don't think
You've got like a minute.
We're gonna wait here for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have anything I can do. I'm pretty damaged. I don't know. Somebody wants to patch me up with a healer's kit or anything like that.
No, healer's kit just stops you if you're on death's door.
At 0.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're not planning on getting combat, we can heal you up before anything happens.
Yeah. Senrith, I'm not sure. My character sheet is the same details that I left the last session on. I think I had damage, and I don't think I had a full lay on hands left. And the sheet saying I've got 20 hit points left to give.
That's not right. No one used a long rest, did they?
No.
No.
No. I didn't touch it
15
unless.
plus.
I've got a feeling I put
15
quite a
is
lot onto Colonel
30.
Sanders to bring him up to
Definitely
full.
did.
And I can't imagine I walked away from that with 36 out of 36 hit points.
Yeah, that's not right. 36 out of 36. Yeah. You got 20 out of 20 lay on hands. That's not right.
Yeah, it's
Okay. Quickly do me a favor then. Go up onto the stream and try to go right back to the end of it.
Alright.
Episode 32. And just have a quick look. See if you can identify it.
cool.
You might be able to see it. Though, yeah, that's a weird one. Otherwise, what we'll do is just look at Colonel Sanders, because they're on the map still. Let's have a look. So yeah, so Roland is there. See, the same Sir Roland as the other ones. All your characters are linked. Wedge has 10 hit points. Yeah, Wedge has 10 hit points. I'm not sure. Very strange. Whilst they're doing that, though, Skelm does return back, and you can see Avarice kind of looking through their eyes. And she says, we have bad news. Looks like they have the idea before us. They're already dragging the bodies. They're using their own people's hands.
But they're dragging the bodies, that means they're slowed down.
Well, dragging the hands. They're leaving the bodies, but dragging the hands.
Is there any other way to stop the ritual? Because we're not really ready to fight right now.
They're dragging the hands. Okay.
I will say, though, they look like they're in a pretty bad state themselves. There's only the great warrior, the chieftain, 3 wolves, and
there's
a
more
couple
wolves.
left of their... No, not more wolves. Just the
I
ones that you left behind.
basically
3
tapped
wolves.
out on
2 of them
that
look injured. And there's only 2... there's only like 4 hunters left.
3 wolves, 4 hunters, and then the chieftain and the war chief.
And I'm out of spells.
One of the hunters looks wounded as well.
You could think we could fight them with almost no magic.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's just speaking
if I helped,
realistically from a tactical. Oh, sorry. I don't
if
have
I helped,
spells,
you would
what's
have
up?
magic.
Wait.
Sorry, say again.
Odds. If
Okay,
I had
you finished
if
what
I
you
helped
said,
you, you would have magic.
You can do that?
Did you
I
not
mean-
see the wall of ice?
yeah.
Yeah, you can do stuff. I didn't know you could give us more magic.
That's not what I said.
Oh, so you could
I
use
said-
your magic to help us. Oh,
Yes, I'm saying magic will still be on your side if I joined in.
And we have one big advantage against these people. They lost their magic.
Mm. The Reged are
go-
not known for their magic casters anyway.
so we wouldn't have time for a short rest because they'd have time to rest up as well. We'd have to
If
go
we're going
now.
to take a short rest, they have time to perform the ritual.
Yeah. So we have to go. Hopefully, not die right now.
That's up to you. If you think a short rest is necessary for even facing them down, then by all means. But it might mean that we're dealing with whatever that thing is.
Yeah, no, I guess just gotta go. Let's, I guess, go get in like somewhere where we can see them. Just you know, once we're close enough, we can make our plan of how we're gonna push in from there.
Hmm.
I don't know if we want to be close to each other or we want to be far away. We need to see what they're doing. Because you know, splitting up might get one person killed, or splitting up might just pull them apart so we can take them out individually. We need to, we need to get close enough to see what looks like a good idea. Let's,
We might want to
Right.
have the chieftain and their great warriors separated. That means at best 2 groups. Splitting up further will be a detriment.
well, let's at least get to the buildings, see what we can have. Just try and keep an eye out if they've got anyone snooping around. You know, if we can
I
see them
wanna
first,
lost,
then
but,
we
like,
cannot get caught.
Can somebody patch me up, actually? Because right now I'm wounded, right? And I think the last time that guy hit me, he got really crazy when he saw a wounded person.
I gave you healing. I've only got one spell left. I need it as a just in case. You got anything, Roland?
Right, just going through the stream. Sorry, out of character. Just going through the stream. I definitely. It looks like I left that game with full hit points. So I think the temporary hit points and Roki, I think you healed me. Which
Okay.
I think brought me back up. So I think I'm at full hit points, but I at least blew 13 lay on hands. I'm sure of it because I had to get Wedge up to full. He was at 0 and I brought him up to full, so whatever his hit points are away from 20, that's what I think I've got left just from quick.
I see Wedge. I saw Wedge was on 13
Okay,
on the other map.
so I should have 7 left on that. Is that okay?
Right. Yep.
It's not 100% certain because I haven't gone through the whole stream, obviously, but looks good to me.
Okay.
Thinking of your mouth, wild idea, just for the sake of throwing out ideas. What if we went through them on our mounts
Mm-hmm.
and just ran straight through and past them to see how many we can pull away?
So I'm still gonna ask. Nobody has any healing for me. So
Unless I waste my
I think-
last spell, and
Okay.
we don't have that as a.
it is not a
Um,
waste
the-
because the guy that we
the-
were fighting, right? I don't know if you remember this, but as soon as I was wounded, he got extra effect. It's not a waste. He just has that all the time.
It wasn't when wounded. It wasn't when wounded. It
it
was
was
being not
flavor.
at full health.
Oh,
No, it wasn't flavor either. It
Oh.
was as soon as you're not at max, then he went into a bloodlust. So it doesn't even matter if bloodied. But I will say that's still a valid concern. One last thing to mention is Roki, you had your Twilight Sanctuary up at the end of that fight
mhm.
Yeah,
as you
sorry,
were
go
retreating. The only thing you could offer them is some temporary hit points as you guys group up, retreat, and basically give everyone a d6 of temporary hit points. Plus half your level.
Sure, I guess we can do that.
Cool. Steph,
Mhm.
if you can add on another 5, you should have got one automatically when I
D6.
used the ability, but if you roll, add on another 5, and I'll keep 1 in reserve.
The D6 plus my level, right? Plus 2.
Yeah. Half your level. Yeah. Perfect. All right. So you can have 7 temporary hit points across all your characters, mounts, and also familiars.
Can I
So-
modify my HP? He gave me 5, so 18
Yeah.
here.
So I've deleted them from my Leon hands.
Okay.
I could also do a Cure Wounds spell on you.
No, I
Steph.
think that's good enough.
You think you're okay just now? Right, okay.
I don't want to be wanted. I'm actually super low on resources. Like, I have exactly 1 level 1 spell slot left.
Okay.
One blade song and 1 breath.
Okay. I'll
Okay.
use Bless on his.
I do have a charge of arcane recovery, but we would need a short rest for that.
Okay, so
Alright.
can we see what they're doing from here then? Are we close enough?
They are. Yeah. So Avarice is kind of giving you the
Mhm.
visuals. They are surrounding the stones. 2 of the great warriors left. Obviously, the great warrior and the chieftain are the biggest threats. There's 4 hunters, 3 wolves. Most of the wolves look injured, and they look like they're burying the hands in the snow as we speak. They're taking up position.
How many people are needed to perform the ritual?
I don't know. It never mentioned a certain number of people. It mentioned a certain number of hands.
So we don't know.
So it can be a single person.
She shrugs.
What if me and one other person tried to pull some of them away, and then whoever's left can go in and fight whoever's still there? Like, we wouldn't be far, but we'd have some attention on us, and you'd have a much smaller group of the 3 of you to deal with.
Sorry, you want me to go in there alone, or
No. Like, 2 of us will pull some of them away, and then you'll go with the 2 that are left to like fight who's who's left behind.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, but it's up for everyone to decide
I
here.
don't like the idea of splitting up
if
at
we're-
all.
We'd split them up, but we'd be splitting ourselves up, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think the 3 of you would have a good chance against who's left. And the 2 of us that are splitting them up just kind of need to keep our distance and then come back. Give you time to do what you can before then we regroup and fight what's left. Because me and Steph right now, we're so underpowered compared to what we could be. Whereas everyone else can pretty much fight very similar to how they could before.
Mm,
Can we outrun wolves on these things?
yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
our job is to pull them away and then kind of make a U-turn to come back.
The thing is, I saw that they didn't give chase last time.
Yeah.
What makes you
We
think
don't
they'll
do
give
that,
chase this time?
We also just kill the wolves first. 2 of them are wounded, right?
They are, yes. Looks like the more wounded ones are trying to stay near the back.
If we keep attacking them, they will have to chase us at some point.
Yeah, we do.
Tell you what,
If we attack from a distance, they will have to come to us.
Unless
I mean,
Because
they
he's
are-
giving you an accurate layout of the map, I'm going to give you the actual visuals of said map.
You may need
So
to-
you just want to
she's-
strike the walls from range?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
This is effectively what you're handling
If we
here.
get the wolves and the 4 guys, then it becomes manageable. Like, I'm just talking like out of character right now. If we actually gonna attempt this, right, we need to kill all the little things before we start dealing with the 2 big guys, and then we need to
Yeah.
choose which of the 2 big guys we kill first.
Yep.
There is
Okay.
no splitting.
Okay.
There is no stupid heroic act because we're
I mean,
waiting.
All right.
how
this
far?
one's using sickles. This one is. This one
So
is.
1 second. Sir Roland, you wanted to
Thanks.
clarify something?
I didn't hear about the temporary hit point amount we were supposed to add.
7.
7, thank you. And does that add on to the existing 2 that I've already got?
How do I add temp?
It replaces it.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, temp.
How
Seven.
close can we get before definitely getting detected? Like, because the crossbow says 320 feet. Can we get within
Yeah.
range to just like fire on the walls in unison?
You can see the wolves are trying to position themselves behind the stones, using them for cover.
So that
Though-
be full cover.
There'd definitely be full cover if you're that far away. The closer you get, the more chances you have to kind of like get around the corner and shoot them, right? But yeah, from that distance, I would say they probably do have full cover. Yeah, the
Wait,
stone
what's the risk
monoliths
in
are.
taking a risky shot at full cover to start the combat first? If we get close enough to get a better shot, it'll probably start the combat anyway. Like we could at least get, maybe a free shot in. Is it worth
Full
it?
cover means you can't like hit him. Full stop.
Okay.
3/4 cover as you get closer, and then half cover if you can see half of the creature. But full cover is, yeah, it's like as if you couldn't target them at all.
So we need to get up
So
to
that
where a 3/4 cover is then.
yes,
Okay. I mean, everyone's
Um,
got a ranged weapon, haven't they?
No.
No.
Maybe. Yeah. Wait.
I do, but to be honest, I'll use that first round of combat to get bless on us, on 3 of us.
Mm.
I'm talking about using this before the combat starts. Like, we're going to strike them from a distance. If we
I mean,
haven't
that's when
initiated combat
combat
yet.
starts.
of course, yes, that's when combat starts. So
That's-
anyone who
yeah, but
can't
it's
do
just
anything
surprise
from
round.
range will be also in a bit of a disadvantage as they come up the hill. I mean, either way,
Okay.
they're gonna probably open fire at the same sort of rate and
From a game
distance.
perspective, it doesn't matter so much if
Yeah.
the wolves are already fighting or barbarian, right?
You do
It's
have a
just-
range advantage.
Yeah, we do have one.
For
It's
sure.
just that they need to die first.
So we just go
You have a
in
range
then and
and
then
a-
strike them when they run out.
You have a range and a speed advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that Tracker also has a bunch of javelins left that he can throw.
Yeah.
This
Could I have?
This is the problem. That though we have the advantage on speed and range, they appear to be completing the ritual. So whilst we can
Mhm.
make pot shots at them, it's only a
Yeah.
matter of time before they finish it. So we can play it safe for as long as we like, but eventually, if we don't stop them in time, it won't matter.
Who is chanting the ritual?
It looks like the 4 at the back
Yeah.
are
Okay.
performing the ritual.
Yep.
Do all of them. If I could knock out one person, that stopped them.
I mean,
I'm not
kind of.
sure it will.
I can
From
kill
the
at least
Rime-
one of them, but we need them all.
Yeah.
No one should be shunting.
Let us get everyone onto initiative and sort
Where
of
are
go
we
from
starting
there.
the combat from? Can we decide from which direction we
That's
go at
that
this?
would probably be up to you. What range you start at?
It's an open
You can
field,
tell me.
right? I
It
mean,
is a very open area. It's all uphill, so you'd be like trying to shoot up into them. But you can tell me what distance you would like.
Well, I'd like to start at max distance, but from the south. That's possible.
we'll say the max distance is the furthest your range attack can hit. Should be like
would be
320.
120 for me. But
Okay,
I want to, like,
120.
if we can approach this because it's an open field and we know where the ritual guys are, like, I would suggest we actually approach from the south.
You want to come around the other
Mhm.
side? Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
Because if we
Yeah.
can
Alright.
take the ritual
Whoop.
out, it gives us that freedom to start hitting and running in time.
Okay. So we're just gonna start striking one of these guys then. As soon
What
as
I
we
I
can.
need
mean,
to do.
Generally, the plan is we kill as much of the little guys as we can,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then try to tar pit the big guys with our barb and paladin.
I mean, the little guys are on the other side though.
Video
at the
game
moment.
terms.
Like we can only attack the ones that are in front of us.
That's why we've moved
One,
to
one
the south.
second. I'm gonna try and do something kind of funky.
Mm.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay. So
Focus
just
your
go
moving
for
about.
we'll go for the first guy then. Right. The left guy in the wolf thing.
Do you have any cantrips or crossbows, Roki?
Have a crossbow, yeah. The only cantrip is
Okay.
Sacred Flame, and that's like 60 feet.
Can you guys still see the map if I pull you out here?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, right. I've added some padding around the map so that you can see further. You can position yourselves at 100. I think I did just do that. 120. Yeah. You can move yourselves, adjust yourselves wherever you like,
I think
and of course you've got your relevant mounts.
I think coming in formation is fine. We do know that Avarice has some form of magic, right? We can't control her. You'll handle it. Whatever.
I will have to handle Avarice. Yeah.
Okay. Do I have to like angle it correctly so this guy doesn't have cover? Like,
Okay. They will definitely see you, and I think as they see you positioning themselves and getting into this range, they will certainly try to do the same thing as you guys and position themselves. I think that's only fair.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
They
look, we're
they
trying to
will
line it
move to
up.
the other side of the rock.
Of course.
I think they can see you. They are definitely going to move back over here.
Mhm.
As they see you circling round, the wolves circle round to here.
Well,
Effectively,
makes-
whatever distance you engage, it's still going to be at least
It's
some
rough.
cover for them.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's also ritual little if they have to move.
Can you just help me out and tell me how far I can actually move on my axe speed?
50, so dashing is 100.
I mean, yeah, we can angle into them. I can angle into them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep, that's
strike
what I mean when I say
whatever-
like the closer you get, the less cover they're going to be able to utilize.
do actually, seeing how the wolves are lined up, I do actually have a plan to take out the wolves, Roki.
which is
Okay.
Which is my race.
Mhm.
what?
All right. Is everyone rolled on?
Um,
Okay. Just Snorp and Roland left.
Sorry.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. So you're about 120. This is when you are able to start launching spells and also firing with a crossbow at meaningful, like, angles. Up to you whether you fall back, try to keep them at this distance. But yes, ultimately Avarice is right. There is only a matter of turns, which I'm going to add as a turn tracker. Actually, let's go ahead and add an
mm.
event.
Are we allowed
call
to
it
know how many turns
ritual.
we have, or is that a secret thing?
That's sort of a secret thing. There is no telling what
Oh, okay.
what time you've got left.
When the symbols on the stone glow
Mhm.
really bright, we probably don't have much time left.
So, party.
Yeah,
I will
That's a good
launch
point.
fireballs as a ride up to the wolves, but I do have AoE capabilities left, right? Do you want me to make a play for the backline while I chuck some fireballs at the wolf? Because I can potentially take out more than one guy in the back.
Yeah, kids, mate.
In
yeah.
like 2
Yep.
turns time? Around 2 turns time.
Yep. And I was thinking about charging to the back line
Yeah.
as well.
The only danger that I have is that if I circle around to the back, right, and those two big guys come at me, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So I need the marshals to intercept those, so they at least like have a risk from moving away from you.
Yep.
Because the four guys in the
Okay.
back, I don't think are a big danger to me. I still have a blade song left.
Okay.
All right.
Good
Actually, I
plan.
have thought of an idea that might give you an indication, but we'll see. Okay. We are at the top of the round. Then one of the wolves is gonna see you guys coming. Roki, you're right after this, but let's say that it starts sprinting down for. Oops. So it starts sprinting down for the nearest target. No, wait, it's got cover. If it shoot, yeah, you know what? As stupid as it sounds, I'm just gonna have it take the dodge action for now. You're just not in range.
So the one in the middle
Range
has the
would
dodge
be
action.
dodge action, yeah. It's gonna have to
Okay,
dash
well,
80 to get to you.
I'll
And
go
you are
50
actually
feet
all
on
out of
my
range.
mount and hopefully get a better
Mhm.
angle on this one on the right. What kind of cover does it have now? The one on the right side.
Oh, the right here, that's half cover.
Oh yeah.
Can he even move into an angle to get like no cover?
Not quite. They're pressed up right against the wall. I mean, still, look, Roku's managing to get that
Yeah.
angle there.
It's all good. I don't know.
Right in-
On my turn there.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, does Pecky get
Alright.
any action that protects me?
Yeah,
So they move, and then they can either dodge, disengage, or dash as an action.
Yeah, like you
So,
can
like, I can have,
basically move, shoot, and move again with him.
well, I say, could I just have him have the dodge action then, so it's harder to hit him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll do that then. It's my turn.
Okay. Alright, the ritual is already underway. And so what I'm going to do is roll 2d4. That's about a quarter of them. Perfect. So that's how many are already underway right now. When I say underway, what I mean is there's a pulsing light emanating from 5 pillars right now. And yeah, there's a cold blue light. There we go. That's what I want. Something like akin to this. Maybe a little less intense. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to dot them around. Something like here.
I see.
Okay. That is
Okay.
what's
Okay.
going down. Roki, you're... I've done that, sorry. Wolf in the cover. Right. Could get over to you. No, still have to dash. Gonna dodge with this wolf as well, actually. That's their go. Stef.
Can you remind me what dodging does again exactly?
Yep, it makes all attacks at disadvantage, and you have advantage on dex saves.
How does it work for advantage on dex saves? If he dashes, you said he can move 100, right?
Mm.
Correct.
Well, Beaky will
That'll be his action. Okay.
That's Beaky's action, right? That means I still have an action.
Correct.
So if I see this correctly, I can move over here, right?
Yes.
And lightning breath all 3 of them. And then still move 20 back, so he would have to dash to get me. That's what I'm.
You get to there then.
I didn't make that movement, and I'm just planning it out, right?
All right. You got that option there.
Yeah, I'm asking the party what they think about it.
Go for it.
Because who goes next? The 2 big guys go next.
if you think you can take out a few people, just do it. Like it does.
It's the best
Fucking
shot that we have.
5 stones have lit up immediately. Like we're not here to take this slow.
Yeah.
Well,
As long as you can
then-
get safe, get
so
back
my
a bit.
BT moved 80, just to be sure, right? That means I have 20 left on him. My wizard over here will activate a blade song as a precautionary measure. And then we will use the lightning breath weapon. Run out of designated attribute. What does that mean? It says 1 or 2.
Probably because your actual attribute thing had
No, it worked when I clicked
2
it
left.
on. And I can hit all 3 of them, yep. Oh, a decent roll. Yep,
Alright, so now you're out of lightning breaths, yeah?
I am out of lightning breaths, yes. And with my extra 20 feet of movement, I'll just move 20 to over here.
Perfect. Alright, yeah, your blast rips a line straight down the battlefield. 2 of the wolves are not ready for it. They're severely wounded already, and this finishes them off. 1 remains. It is Isar's Kronenstrom's turn. He lets out a sigh and then begins loading his heavy crossbow and
All right,
fires it
I'm
down
back.
the line.
But I'm
Actually,
behind
he's
the
already got it
pillar.
loaded.
I'm technically behind
That's
the pillar.
true. Don't you worry about that though. I can always move. Hmm.
You had to tell him. Should have waited till he tried to strike and then told him.
Hmm. You look like a tricky target. I'm not gonna lie with the blade song. They've already got experience with fighting you guys.
Fight me then.
Ooh.
I'm right here. Come at me, bitch.
It's the question. I am literally picking between 1 or 2. In fact, let's roll it.
I would
I'm
taunt
not
him, but
fussy.
it's not my turn, so I'll do it next
It's
turn.
2 after all. Alright. Okay, we're gonna move here and get a line straight down. Firing at Stef with the heavy crossbow. Fires not a disadvantage because this thing's got a beastly range, but still misses. Then reloads, fires a second. That will hit. You get buffeted, thanks for the Twilight Sanctuary, but another couple shots like that and you'll be in a world of hurt.
Yep.
That's going to be its go. Although, hold on, Blood Frenzy, does that give me advantage on melee? Okay, right. So, just be warned, he's clearly in a frenzy still, like breathing heavily, gritted teeth. Come on! Bring yourselves to my great axe and sickles. They await your blood. Reggae
Bring yourself
warrior.
to my war
that's
pick.
One quick aim and fire. We're
I
gonna.
don't know if
Oh
I
wait,
can
we got
excellent
spears.
death, but I will
Aren't they
try.
channeling a ritual? How the fuck are they shooting crossbows and channeling a ritual at the same time?
They're not casters, they're just.
There's 4 of them, and
chanting.
only one of them needs to do. It's true. And I'm just gonna hut a spear in your direction, and that's it. That's their go. One of the great warriors. Now, she is a little bit more reckless than Isar, who barks an order. Just stand there. Go get them. And she just piles into the snow, charging right up to the nearest target, which would be you, Stef. All the while, she's rushing forward, raises up her shield, and starts swinging her flail. That's
Wait.
going to be her go.
Okay. I was about to
Alright.
ask, is she really gonna attack me after taking a dash?
We're going to keep the gargoyles up in the air, probably about a comfortable 10 feet.
Okay.
And they're going to dash, and that'll be their turn. Go ahead,
So-
Tracker.
Just asking one thing for further turns. If Beaky disengages, right, she doesn't get an attack of opportunity on me.
I'll double check that. If you go ahead and take your turn, I'll double check that.
Am I still raging, by the way?
I guess you would need to rage again.
Has it
been-
been 10
Um,
minutes?
It's been 10. No, I said you've been like a minute waiting there. I guess it is probably towards the end of the rage, but it's still up for now. Like
The end
a
is
few
in the
more
last
rounds kind of
minutes?
deal.
Oh.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long. It's been enough minutes that they could get the hands in the graves, and then. But I don't think it's been 10 minutes. Does that make sense? It's been more like 9
yeah.
minutes, if anything.
Okay. Am I going to do this? Yeah, I'm going to attack recklessly with my 2 scimitars. And what's the word again?
Yep.
Because because of the cavalry thing, I should do another d6.
Yeah.
For
Nice.
5 more damage.
You don't-
And then
You don't provoke an attack, by the way, if your mount disengages.
Okay, wait. That's what I wanted to know.
and then because of the 2 scimitars, I can make a second attack. Which misses.
Oh, by the way, my familiar was sitting on my shoulder. I forgot to take the token with me.
And with my bonus action, I'll give Stef 2 temp HP.
We
Oh, no. Everest is out of range for that. That will be my turn.
what's
Okay.
that?
Hmm. Definitely hard to hit a target from this distance, but they're going to give it their best shot anyway. Another spear comes flying towards Stef. Miss. Ducking back behind the cover. Snort.
I'm so glad
That'd
that
be,
I have
yeah.
this one.
He's probably riding on Wedge with Sir Roland. Why not? He hasn't got his own mount. Oh wait, no, he's got Jimothy. My bad. Where the fuck is Jimothy?
I was going to say,
Let's not forget old Jimothy.
Does he need a new bar?
Oh wait, it's Snorp's turn, right? Where is
Yes.
Snorp in the thing? So
He's
Snorp
here
has
with
the
his
same
goat.
movement for all purposes, right?
He's got
I
80
can only
feet.
control Snorp, not Jimothy. I'll just move
Mhm.
Snorp to where I want him to move, right? He also has 100 feet.
Yeah, sure. He's got 80.
18. Okay. Well, I want him to be there to have a straight shot at the wolf. Actually, wait.
It'll be half cover still, but yeah.
Snorp has things. I forgot about that. Does he still have
He's got the
things left?
things.
Yeah, we have wasps.
Um,
20 feet. 20 feet. I mean, that's all too close, actually. So he moved 55 to over here, right? No, 80. How long?
yeah, that's 80.
80. Well, he's just gonna do the slingshot thing at the wolf.
Okay.
Probably
Uh,
miss.
it's a miss, I'm afraid.
And then he's
same.
gonna
Okay.
get on the mount, I guess. And he's just gonna stay here. Yeah.
Got it. Alright, we're going to Hunter number 3, I think. Yep. Gonna do the same. Duck in, duck out, duck in again with her spears. Shoo. Don't know why that one was. That one's gonna miss anyway. Yeah, no problems. A couple of ranged spears landing, but they're seemingly not putting that much effort into them. More concentrating on the ritual at hand. Which one of them is dedicating their action to do, and that's going to be that one's turn. Avarice is flying in with the gargoyles and sees you're going to focus fire on the warrior. She's going to follow your advice and do exactly that, where you want to target down one. Well,
I mean, I'm not
You
gonna
go.
stay here. I'm gonna disengage and make it to the back line. At least that's my plan. We still
Okay.
need somebody who engages Iskar, so he can't like use the heavy crossbow to track us down.
Mm-hmm. Well, she could create another wall of ice, but just to block off vision from it.
I think he's a lot.
That
more
means then you-
dangerous. Sorry, Sid.
Go on.
Are we allowed to inquire what kind of spells Everest has on offer?
I'm keeping that a secret, just in case she ever needs to deal with you guys. That's
Anything that takes out. I don't know if we can make anything that takes out the small fry. Doesn't need to be many. Like, I just want the action economy to be on our side.
How about this? She's not going to hold back. She's going to summon the biggest, baddest thing she's got, and cast Bigby's hand. And try to go for an
You
attack.
need a hand.
Yeah. And try to go for an attack on this one.
Can I click on it to find out?
I'm just working it out. So she can, as a summon, go for a attack. So you see this massive, translucent, shimmering force that manifests as this giant. Basically, it's like a tiefling hand, and it's going to go ahead and try to make a clenched fist attack, which is a melee attack. So if it hits, great. I believe that's how you roll it. Yeah, I rolled really bad, unfortunately. So that will be her turn, I'm afraid. She tries to focus fire one of them down. So Roland.
All right. Now, am I where I am, or am I where Wedge is?
Should be Wedge. Wherever you want to have Wedge start.
Okay, I'll move Wedge and then I'll bring this Roland up. So I'm going to come up to there.
You're using a measuring tool.
Yes, I think I am.
Trying to move with
I don't
measurement.
seem to be able to switch it off. Why is that not switching off?
What's that?
That's where.
Using the measuring tool.
Yeah, I was being an arse.
That hand is creepy.
Right. And for. Am I right in saying that the channel divinity is part of an
It's
attack
waving.
rather than the.
It's yeah, your sacred weapon. Yes,
Yeah.
part of the attack.
Okay, so I'll do that as part of the attack, and I am going to move to within. If I'm there, is she still within 10 feet of?
She would be, yeah.
And so is the wolf.
Yeah, it is. You can pick
Great.
whichever one you want.
Well, I'm going to go for her first and just see what happens.
Which, alrighty.
Do you know what? I'm going to. Yeah.
I can't wait for the wolf to knock him down and you being able to think, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Right. Trying to cast. There it goes. Well done. And we'll cast the channel divinity. Fear.
Oh fuck!
Nice, good hit.
The mounted toggle thing didn't work again. Can I roll a d20 just see for a crit?
Yes, you can. You should be able to. Where'd it go?
Yeah.
So
So on your features, if you go down to retired knight, there should be a there, like that. That triggers it. That toggles it. You have it on now.
Well done. Thank you very much. Right. And
Okay.
I'll just use the bonus attack, and that's Alt and Spear. Oh, V.
Yep.
Actually.
VV, and that should be advantage. Perfect.
And that's a
Thankfully, though, she brings up her shield in time and dents into it. But he's like, finally, a worthy opponent.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Your bear gets +9 with spear. I mean, that's a bear.
To hit, yeah, it's crazy, right? A sacred weapon for you. He's adding strength, wisdom, proficiency, and
I don't
something else.
actually know, I don't know where that other 2 is coming from.
It's
It
your
should be
charisma, maybe?
proficiency, strength,
Wisdom.
and charisma, which is the 3 is the charisma, proficiency
Oh,
is
right.
2, and strength is 2. There's an extra 2 there.
2 for the what's it called? Flanking.
Flanking. Yep.
Well done.
Flanking.
The hand is
Cool.
creepy.
We'll have
because
some
it's facing
bonuses.
towards us. If it was facing the ground, it wouldn't be as creepy. Like, I'm fair to say because the
Oh,
palm
okay.
is facing us. Like,
I see
whenever
what you're
I've seen
saying.
like a mage
Well-
hand kind of thing, it's always pointing palm down. It's fine.
Well, deal with it. Okay, the ritual is gonna activate another 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Yep,
Okay,
the
we need-
ritual continues
We have at least
and
2
the
more
lights
rounds.
begin glowing. Here we go.
Yeah,
Roki,
I'll
back
get
at the
to
top.
back line really quick.
They're like, oh, you look hurt, bitch. And I was like, I fire my crossbow at her. God damn it. She dodged? Really? Heckling isn't working?
I rolled a 2.
And I'll have Pecky take the dodge action again and just chill here. I'm in range.
But
now,
we
or
need
whatever I
closer.
You,
We need
you
to
need
get-
to get closer.
We need
You
to get rid
get-
of these 3 for.
Yeah, no chilling in the back line, please. I don't want to tell you how
I'm in range of. I'm in range up here. I can like. Pecky can dash up to them. I just.
You have to think about it like this. If you are engaging somebody in melee, right, what they can do is severely limited.
Mhm.
And hanging back, I don't want to tell you how to play, I really don't, but if you hang back here, that's so bad for us.
I'm in range of anyone I need to get to.
How many times do I have to teach you the left mode, man?
Strength save. Strength save. Oh, it's a save.
That's success.
We are standing. We're good. But Pecky took Wedge. That's the one. Wedge took a real rip through the thigh bones there. Good lord. Stef, you're up.
So I have to weigh some things here. If I risk taking an attack of opportunity here, that also takes away her other reactions if she tries to go for that. Because wait, let me see. How can I angle this here? Be safe. I mean, I can make a Hail Mary play. I could just take the attack of opportunity, right? Get all the way over here, up in their face, and cast the Burning Hands on all 4 of them. But then I really
These
need
five
somebody
spells.
to help me with this guy.
Yeah,
I really need somebody to help me with this guy.
honestly,
Yeah.
I think where we could get her in this round, maybe. I think just stick in on her. If we can, she's gonna start ripping us some.
What worries me if we don't do something about this back here now, and Senrith or the game, I guess, rolls. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stones left. If he rolls 2 4s,
We
9.
should have
9.
9.
Okay.
Like I said, we have 2 rounds.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got at least 2 rounds.
I still kind of want to make the Hail Mary because if we take this back out here, right? It's looking.
It is a
pretty
Hail
good.
Mary, you're right.
It is a Hail Mary play. That's why I'm telling. I will do this, but I need somebody to come up here.
Yeah, I'll come with you.
I mean, first of all, let's
I'm at
see.
the end of the initiative order, so
Yeah. So
Okay,
first of all-
I can deal with the guy, or I can try to be a shield. But then someone really needs to make sure the Great Warrior is taken down this round.
But you can take down the Great Warrior. I think I can live 1 turn realistically, maybe. It depends on if she gets me with the opportunity attack. Wait, how far can I move here? I can move up here. It's 60. If I see that right.
Yeah,
which
you can't go
I have-
through your side, but you can go around him real easy.
Yeah, and then I can move back here, maybe. So like back here.
Yeah, and we can tell ask Avarice to send the gargoyles in.
Oh yeah, right. With Avarice to help me out. Well, I'll do the Hail Mary. Do you mind rolling an attack of opportunity on me, Senrith?
Yeah, sure.
I
Okay.
plan to. Well, on me or
They
Beaky.
will. They'll swing out with a flail.
Woo.
Nah, you're good.
Now,
So that means
um,
I can move over here, right?
sorry to interrupt. When she attacks within range of me, attacks someone else, is that when,
Sentinel?
or is
Mhm.
it? The,
Yes.
okay,
I do believe Sentinel will activate.
great.
Oh yeah.
Have some of that.
Nice. Ooh, max
The
damage.
Hail Mary is getting Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
So then I will use my action to cast Burning Hands.
All right. Good question though. You would have had to go past Isar as well, and he would certainly get an attack of opportunity.
From
Because I
here?
don't see any other way around it. Yeah, to get to there, right?
If I go like this,
Wait, did you? Hold on. Dashing, right?
I'm
Yeah,
dashing,
no, you can get there. Never mind. You're good.
Yeah. So I will do a Burning Hands. I can only hit 3 of them. I guess I can move closer.
You can hit 3. Yeah, whichever way you look at it, I think it's 3.
Packer, when it comes to be your turn, when
Wait,
you
I have to add a
move-
spell slot back because the template placing and replacing discard previous. There we go. Well, I want to hit the bottom 3 basically. There we go. Can I?
Uh-huh.
No, can only get the bottom 3, but that has the wounded guy.
Boom. Oh, 2 of them go down. Gee,
And then I still
roasted.
have 20 feet of extra movement left. I can either go. No, I cannot really go over here. I can go behind the rock here to get half cover. Actually,
All right, nice.
Chibbles will stay with him.
What? Sending Chibbles in for the main guy. That's crazy.
He has somebody next to him, which means he has disadvantage on his crossbow.
So can only one of those two attack this turn because the other one needs to focus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That was
It's,
my Hail Mary play by some time.
I
It takes
see.
forever.
Yeah,
well
very
played.
Hail Mary. I think, as ballsy as that was, Isar turns with an aggressive look. Should have finished off you ages ago. Should be lying dead, bleeding out in the snow. He draws both his sickles, and is going to walk right up to you
Oh, I
and
know.
start hacking.
Oh, I know.
Don't die!
Damn! No, wait, it should be an advantage because you are not at full health.
Blood
Blood frenzy.
That's his signal
I got-
break from that. It
No,
should
he's got
damage.
blood frenzy. It's going to be an advantage.
This
Okay,
thing
so
is-
it's a miss regardless. All right, I'll make sure to try and get advantage on these. Oh, there we go. My advantage is working for once. Okay, that's the second attack. Slices your Achilles heel, trying to drag you
okay.
down off of the horse.
Wait,
And
triple
that's-
attack?
Would be another one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got 3 attacks.
Oh,
Blade
That
Song working
stinks.
wonders as
man is finally on my side with this one. Jesus Christ.
yeah. Man, as the crescent hooked blades slash and hack, you're able to parry and dodge out of the way of 2 of them, but one of them nicks your ankle there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still standing, that's the most important.
And I'm still on my mount.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
hold the fuck out of their next chance I get.
Great warrior. Okay.
She should be
We've-
sentineled, so she can't move.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Uh.
is it until the end of your turn? Or is it until the start of its turn?
Let me just check.
Next turn. Yeah, I can't remember the exact wording.
theirs.
The rest of the turn. Okay, so they can move. It was weird. It was only until the end of Stef's turn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will just move up a little bit. I think that she's going to return the favor because your crit really sent her. Let's see. Go for Wedge or Roland is the question. She's got a few attacks. I could even do both. I'm gonna go for Wedge though. We're gonna start with a shield bash. Damn. Oh wait, that is a hit. Got him. That's what I wanted. Oh no, and Wedge is going down. Jeez. That was the strength save was basically with her shield bash you can knock something prone. So she will bash Wedge to the ground. You don't have a reaction, which means you do fall off the mount and fall prone. And I'm afraid knightly fighting style is disabled there for a moment. Shit, I may have deleted it. Whoops. Alright. The warrior is then going to follow that up with 2 flails with advantage. Yeah, this set of spiked balls land straight down into your chest. Oh, but your armor does a good job of protecting you. And then she whirls it back around with the backswing and goes for another hit. This time she's got plus her proficiency bonus. She's got an extra plus to hit on this because of the backswing. Look at that. Whack! And again, thankfully that Twilight Sanctuary's residual magic is still protecting you.
That's a hit.
I got plenty more. This fight has only begun. I smell your blood. This is the Gargoyles goes. They're just gonna fly around. I just go fly over the battlefield actually. To here. They could dash. Yeah, we'll have them dash. Big B's hand is now, I believe, a bonus action to command. It's like a super... Oh wait, no, it just has its own turn. It's been a while since it got... No, it's a bonus, cool. Alright, we're gonna do, I could knock her prone for you, that would be great. Or you can have damage.
I mean, I think just damage is good enough.
Yeah, pummel.
Damage it is.
Come on.
Plus 8. That's a 21 to hit. Yep. So the fist forms into a ball and then smashes the Great Warrior around the face for 18 damage. With her main action now, she'll turn towards Issa, who's clearly like about to ruin your day, Stef. Well, she already kind of nearly did.
I think I ruined his day, personally. But
yeah, that's fair. Fair comment.
that's my personal
You want
view of
damage?
things. I spit on you and your ancestors, Ishkar.
I'll tell you what. Then, if you want damage, she's certainly gonna oblige by blasting him with a 4th level Scorching Ray.
Oh yeah.
And I need to do that a few more times. How many? I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, cool. Shit. Supposed to be a 5th level. That doesn't matter actually. All good.
But here's some fire from an ice maiden.
She has both ice and fire, it seems indeed.
Oh, are you the
Can
promised?
she also sing?
Sorry.
Can she also sing?
Sing.
Sing her songs of Ice and Fire?
Yeah. I think
Damn, a lot of
singing is
misses
my
there, unfortunately.
specialty. That's what I'm here. I'm the blade singer after all.
Tracker, you're up as you see a whole bunch of rays
okay.
descending from her.
Roland was going to ask something at some point.
Sorry, go on then.
I was going to say that she was sentinel, so get a bit of distance, but I didn't realise that it stopped after Stef's turn.
End of turn, yeah.
I need to dash to get there, and I'm pretty sure I need to get there as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm actually fine. I can disengage with Beaky.
Yeah, but Isar is still a menace.
Yeah, but I'm actually not so worried about him right now if I can dash. Like, also, why am I putting down those templates? How the fuck do I delete them?
You can't dash and disengage.
Oh yeah, but I can disengage and move 50, so he needs to dash to catch up to me.
In that case, I will move next to her, so we'd be flanking.
Okay.
And I'll just attack her
like
with my scimitars. Let's keep it reckless.
Make sure you target it down. Have you got? Yeah, there you go. Ooh boy. Yep. A mighty blow lands right on her back.
Down yet?
Slicing through the pelt. She's maybe still alive. Yep. She looks like she is.
That last one
very
did
nearly
4
down.
damage too much.
Oh yeah, because the
The offhand attack.
Fair enough. Still good.
I don't have any other bonus actions, so I will just use. Oh. Roland will get 2 temp HP.
Okay.
As well as Jimothy, but I think Jimothy already should have 7. Being topped out.
Yeah. Jimothy is like the least on the priority turn right now, but if it comes to it, I'll remember.
And
Jimothy
Wedge is dodging.
Alrighty.
Oh, you know what? No, Wedge is going to disengage.
Okay.
And I am going to move closer to the group. Because they are this close to dying.
Yeah, I guess Roki and Roland have a good shot at finishing the warrior off in the back.
Yeah.
We also have
there's Snorp.
Yeah, I have a different plan with Snorp that I think it's more favorable for the action economy. Snorp has bees he can throw at people.
Does he?
He does.
Interesting. Snorp is actually up.
Yep. Because his thing can do the sprinting, right? So he can move. How do I like draw with a line? He can get to back here basically.
Hold down control.
Control, and then
you can't move through that. Yeah, you'd have to hold down control and then click to get around. The furthest you can get is here.
Yep, that's exactly where I want to go. So I'll just move him straight over. And Brave Snorp is gonna throw his... I just have to make it the right basket of things. Wasp nest in the back, basket of centipedes.
The wasps?
Yeah, I'll throw the wasps.
Okay.
And I'll throw them right at those 2 friendly guys standing over there.
Alright, yeah, I can land in between them there.
Yes.
All right, yeah. A swarm of buzzing bees appears. It is on the turn order now.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, they're actually the
Perfect.
first to turn order as well.
God damn.
Yeah. And that's gonna be Snort's turn.
Nice.
Okay, perfect. This one is performing the ritual Avarice. Bonus action, another smack with the hand. Oh my,
Smack her.
that's gonna hurt.
Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot.
That's gonna splat. Oh yes. The Great Warrior is about to like let loose another multi-attack into your face, Roland, when suddenly the big beast hand just comes in and grabs a hold of her head, lifts her up, and then clinches and crushes her head into pulp. She
Nice.
is no more. And you see it like try to rinse the blood off, like flicking it off the hand. After that, I'll also move it, I guess, 20 feet. And then for her actual action, she is still focusing on Issa here. Can't cast any concentration spells, sorry, so she's going to just have to let loose some more. Now, she missed a shit ton with those Scorching Rays, so she switches up and says, wasn't a fan of that one. Never really got on with fire anyway. Let's try this instead. And instead you see a form of stars beginning to coalesce around her, and she fires off all of her magic missiles into him.
Well, that's a way to make sure
Right.
you don't miss.
Yep, exactly. And she rolled max damage, of course. So, oh wait, no, she's rolling individuals. Cool, all right. There you go.
Oh, that's an upcast.
Pelting a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did. She went for fourth. She's not holding back. She truly is trying to help you guys. So that was a fourth level one. All right, that's her turn though.
I think you
Back
didn't
to the
damage him actually. I
Roland.
didn't see the damage go on.
No, it did.
Okay.
Trust me, it did.
No, usually I see the numbers on him like minus. And, okay. But
It
I
did.
trust you.
It did.
What happens if I drop 1 hit point onto Colonel Sanders?
He'll be stabilized and
Right.
alive.
Okay, I shall
Mhm.
use my bonus action to do that. So I'll move that down to 0.
They are prone, but
I'll get Wedge up as well, and I've got me up. And it's half my own movement to get on him.
Yep.
So he can now move 25, but before I do that, I've used my bonus action, I've used my movement, and I will just get stabby on this wolf. For once in your
The
life,
wolf,
old
yeah.
man, actually hit the wolf, please. I'm not asking much.
let's hold on quickly. Apply your
Yes.
fighting
I
style.
need all the help I
There you
can
go.
get.
It's on again.
This is my cursed enemy. It's like the
What
opposite
is
of
that fighting style, by the way, retard now? Is this an official thing or did you homebrew?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
you know.
Oh, sorry, man.
I fucking
Old
hate him.
shaky bones just can't make their mark.
Right, and now Wedge hasn't taken an action, so I'm
Nope.
going to disengage with Wedge and come down this way, which 5, 10, 15,
20.
20.
That'll be 20. That's it. Because
Yeah,
they used half
and
to get up.
I'll go there, and if that wolf
Isn't their
comes near
movement
me,
50?
yeah, but he used half of it to get
Oh,
up.
25 then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
25.
so it's got 25, but still.
I think
He's
the
got 5
important
left.
thing is just that he's far enough away that the wolf comes into sentinel range
Yes,
again.
that's,
That's
the,
another
that's why I
shot.
wanted to get away. At least I've got a reaction before it rips Wedge another new one.
Oh, the ritual is reaching its climax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves 3 stones left in this ritual that are not lit up right now.
Hey, if we're lucky, we have 2 more turns.
I mean, do we
Swarm of
stop the
wasps.
ritual
Let's
by...
go.
Mm-hmm.
We stop the ritual by killing those guys in the back, right?
One would hope. Ah, the wasps are getting swatted away, I'm afraid. They're still a nuisance. Roki? I guess odds they leave, evens they stay. They stay. The wasps are sticking around for the fight.
Guess I'm dashing this turn. So that's 60.
Careful, don't get too close. The wasps can also attack you.
Okay. How much health do the wasps have?
How much? Sorry, what?
How much
Health.
health do the wasps have?
11.
They have 22 health.
Oh, 20.
22. So they probably have more health than these guys right now.
Wasps are immune to sleep
Okay, yeah,
because
I
they're a
was gonna say,
swarm.
like, they can't do shit if they're asleep. Oh shit! I put myself in range of that. Let's say I would slightly put back to that then.
You still have a sleep spell? I thought you were out of spell slots.
No, he has one
I
that
only have one left. Oh, I just accidentally bugged it. Two previous.
Okay. Wow.
I had a spell slot.
Hold on, let me just give it back to you then. It's crazy you both had one spell slot left and it matters. Oh no, Jimothy. Sorry, just saw
wait.
Jimothy's in
Don't
the...
hit Gemma too.
Oh wait, I wanted it slightly higher than that then. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So hopefully it will get those two. If not, it leaves us only one to deal with. Did it not roll because I fucked it up?
Maybe. Just go ahead and roll the dice and I'll figure it from there. If you open up the spell, you'll see there's a little formula that says 5d8.
Yeah.
You can just click it. Or you can use the dice tray, either one. Now, where is Snort, by the way? Have I, like,
He
fucking
is
deleted him? No,
down
he's
there.
down here.
He's not
Oh, he's
affected.
under, right, yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
Cool.
31.
31.
Pretty good.
That should be enough.
31's way more than enough. Okay, these two will fall asleep. They collapse onto the dirt, onto the snow, mid-chant. And yeah, fall unconscious. That's your go?
Yep.
Of course,
We
you
have
do know
the
it's
wolf.
going to be the wolf
Alright.
that I failed to kill that completes the ritual.
Go ahead.
The wolf is moving into you. You have a shot.
Give the DM ideas.
Become Roland, the wolf slayer. It's time.
Right. He's like being Scooby-Doo's voice, like, whoa, retro, I summoned a fruit. Go ahead, Roland, you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh! Oh!
And jamming. Is it? Yeah, that's enough. Once again, another wolf lands itself on the end of your spear.
Finally,
that's
old
the
man,
bonus
your
back.
spear strikes true. I'll scream that from all the way over there.
Meanwhile,
Knowing that
Stef,
poor wolf put its back to you,
Okay.
you put it down.
Well,
Yeah.
I will take the disengage action with Piki. Piki is gonna. Where do I have them? I still want to deal with them, right? So, even though they're sleeping now, I think finishing them off is. Can move like up here for the. And then he has a line. Yep. Then I have a line of fire. My familiar will harass Ishkar heroically unless he disobeys.
For some advantage.
Nope. It's so that
Who do you want to give it to?
So it's so that Ishkar has to do anything to like he can't stand still and shoot. But or actually, it's
yeah,
better if
sure.
it just gives me advantage on.
But it can do both, right? It can be in to give you advantage. It needs to be in the melee range of the opponent anyway, so you can do both.
No, I don't want to fire at Iskar. I want to kill the sleeping guys.
Then you can give it to someone else if you like. You can
Um,
give advantage to
Yes,
another person.
Tracker is coming up here, so he will give advantage to Tracker on Iskar. That's what. Jules is doing.
Okay.
Right.
And but me personally, I'm gonna take a shot at the wounded guy over here.
That will be with disadvantage because they're lying prone.
Is that
That's
disadvantage?
true. Yes, a range attack on a prone target is disadvantage.
Okay, I'll go for
You
it.
still got a good chance of hitting, but
You don't need to put Chibbles next to Isar for the advantage for me.
It's a miss.
Because I will.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be good on anyone else because Roland's always got advantage on his mount, and Avarice is using spells. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it was the
I'm-
best option anyway.
For me, it doesn't matter whether I attack recklessly or not because he always has advantage against me because I'm wounded.
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
might as well attack reckless.
I mean, can we just say then? I didn't think about it, that I give myself advantage on this, so it's a flat roll, but it misses anyway, I guess.
It would be a miss still. Yeah, I'm afraid. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
He's turns around, sees the fallen chanting warriors. I have to do this by myself. Cannot rely on anyone.
Rely on us kicking
Seems
your butt.
Oral's teachings were right. He begins to walk over towards the central stone. And begins reciting the ritual himself.
Okay.
A bitch.
Or bitch.
And starts saying the stones of Thruun. Okay, one
I've seen their
second.
doom.
That means he's gonna be doing nothing. It could have. If I wake someone up. Where is Tracker? Yeah, no, I think that's the best actual call. It is going to mean Isar is no longer an offensive threat, but hell, I think he might complete it in time. There's a very slim chance that he doesn't, and that's if he rolls 2 1s. But you've got one round left to bring him down. It's going to be Tracker's go
I mean, if
next.
we knock him out, like, stun him in any way, right? Or knock him prone, would that stop him from doing it?
I mean, probably. I'll say this: the gargoyles are going to land and help you out.
No. Oh, okay.
They're going to just drop off Avarice here.
No, wait, not follow.
As they
attack.
What if you put your hand in his mouth? He might bite it off, but it will slow him down.
What are you doing? Oh, they're attacking. They're all attacking.
Yeah.
Yep. The gargoyles descend from the sky, slam into him, and start raking down his flesh. And you see that he is very wounded from this. Have you got it in your Tracker?
He hit him for 11 damage, so yes.
Why only 11? No, wait, plus D6.
And that was only your main hand attack. You still
That
have...
was my first attack.
Extra 2.
How much AC does this guy have? Seriously?
Yeah, he's a Giga-Jet Barbarian. Well, not that much if you hit him with 60.
That will be -4 for 5. Plus 1d6.
1 second.
Plus 5.
I'm gonna use my reaction to parry that one. I think. Yep. We got the old parry on us on a hand sickle.
Did I? Had to.
No, wait, no parry. Sorry, sickles don't have parry. My bad. Ignore me.
Okay.
All right.
So the second
Mixture.
attack would have done 10 damage total.
Okay, let me just undo it then.
I have a
Um,
question for you, Senrith. how large are the
Mhm.
stones that are glowing right now?
They're like 5 foot by 4 foot. They're pretty tall as well.
Does Everest
They're
still have
made
confirmed
of.
action?
She's coming up now with her action. Yeah.
Can I scream to her? Like, okay, so what I want to convey is like that to buy some time. Maybe we can attempt to, like, tip over one of the stones. She has the big hand, right?
She does.
Is that a possibility? I'm just asking. Like, time is growing short. We need to stop him.
Okay, first
She
question:
does
would-
look
what-
around.
Would it help? Would it help? Would it make stuff worse?
Yeah.
Because for all we know, these things are here as a seal, and by removing the stones, you might break the seal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's not,
God.
like I'm just asking if that's something that's plausible to do. Buy time to throw over one of the
Possibly.
stones.
We'll just see what Snorp does first, though, real quick, because he's up next.
Snorp is up next. I mean,
I would have used Storm Aura to give Everest and the two gargoyles temp HP.
Okay.
I can't move
I'll like that.
Timothy, but Snorp is gonna like, quick, we need to stop him. And
He's gonna run in.
Mhm.
What a nuts! A nut.
oh wait, I had
What
two
the fuck? Where's Snorp?
Snorp is here. He just moved here.
And who is Snorp attacking?
Iskar. Isar.
Isa.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Move the bodies out of the way. Might be able to see him
Okay.
better. Oh wait, no,
So-
you're just moving here. Okay, yeah, I'm afraid that
Why
misses.
did I have disadvantage?
Because they targeted the Ragged Warriors.
One of the prone. Yeah, but there was still a 4 on the flat, so I'm afraid it misses. Okay. There's some sleepy people. They're not going to do nothing. Avarice. Good lord. This is getting too close for comfort. She can only move this 20 feet. She hasn't got the movement to get it into Isar's range, I'm afraid.
Hmm.
I mean, that's why I'm asking her. Is it a plausible action to like just uproot one of the stones? Maybe the hand can attempt it,
The hand,
right?
or even uproot the hands that are planted. See if we can buy some time. I don't know.
Oh,
I'll remove the hands.
yeah. Something like that. I feel like we have things that can realistically disrupt the ritual, right? What if one of the stones is missing the pair of hands, then he can't complete it?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Well,
My line of thinking was a bit more epic, like just like throw over one of the stones.
oh my god, I literally rolled a 1 to do it though. I'm so sorry, guys. She's trying to use a grasping hand in this moment, and she wants to grab into the soil and dirt and just basically lift it up. She can't find them though, and with a nat 1, that is it's not going to do it. She just feels like sifting through the snow. Damn it! Where are they? Shit. And while she's got her attention divided, she turns back to Issa. Fuck.
We still have
Um,
Roland coming up. We still have Roland coming up.
Yeah, you do have Roland.
It was proven to be an effective combatant on many occasions against goblins and wolves.
Maybe he's a
Competent?
maybe he's really good at digging up hands from the snow.
All right.
Eat an entire hand in 6 seconds.
It's your turn, Roland.
Right.
She's just going to launch a bunch of magic missiles, bringing him closer and closer and closer to death. Roland, finish him! She launches a barrage at him.
You
Murder
might
death.
need to help me remember how the new smites work, but effectively what I want to do is swap from my spear to my lance, get into range and do the 20-foot straight charge at him, so I get the cavalry bonus, and then I'm going to add the bonus action searing smite if it hits. That's the plan. How would I
Lordy. Well, let's move into range here. you would have advantage on the hit. The smites are when you hit a target is when you activate them.
And I throw a bonus
So
action right
all you
on
need to
top.
do is, all you need to do is hit with your lance, and then you can add it all on top. Then.
I am controlling Wedge. And
Come on, Roland.
Wow, everyone has been holding on to a first level spell.
Good God.
No.
Oh God, no!
You're one
He
short.
doesn't miss.
Honestly,
Holy
I'm
shit!
my rolls are
Oh
cursed.
no!
Right.
Wait. Why does he only get +2/+2? Where is the sacred weapon gone?
I will say, Roland, you are actually flanking with the gargoyles because they're allies in this moment. So
Oh.
that +2 would make it a hit. Holy shit!
Amazing. The reason
Yeah.
I didn't get the +3 Stef was because I forgot that Sacred Weapon is applying to my spear and not to my lance. But we've got the
Oops.
hit. That's
But
the thing that matters.
The gargoyle like grabs one of them, grabs him around the neck, and he's like, "Argh, "Get off of me!" Just at that moment, he brings him round and into your spear, and he looks down at it, straight through him. How much damage
Sorry.
does it do?
I
Wait,
He
accidentally
hit
hit that.
10
I
on the
accidentally
first
hit it
one.
again there. Right. So
yeah, we'll
it's
ignore
a-
that one.
It's a D.
A 10,
Yeah.
No,
Plus
that,
the
that
smite
was I
damage.
accidentally rolled another hit
10?
there rather than damage.
that's all right.
Um,
So 10, it's not enough to kill him, but the smite's incoming.
right.
Mhm.
So Searing Smite.
Good lord.
It's a D4 and then more.
Then more.
And then, well, Searing Smite. There's an extra D6, ignites the magical fire, and at the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the thing must make a con save. On a failed save, it takes another D6. So, holy shit, it actually all comes down to this. You've done the extra D6, right? And then I, at the start of my turn,
Mm-hmm.
have to roll a con save, and if it's not enough,
It just-
holy crap, Roland.
Did it,
I,
did it
me and
add,
Roki both still come up before Isar as well.
did
Ah,
it add the
right,
cavalry?
well,
I don't think it added
yeah.
the cavalry 1d6.
Oh shit, you're right. No, that's something you have to roll separately. So
Okay.
please go right ahead. It doesn't matter if you come up before him, by the way. The ritual is next. Holy shit.
Was it enough?
3 damage? He has 3 health! Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah, that will definitely do it. Oh my god, Roland. Please describe just how it is. You save the day.
Well, let's just say that
Here comes the cavalry.
the channel divinity sacred weapon leaps to the end of the lance, and instead of a blast of radiant glory, it's more kind of rusty sepia that fills the air as the lance just drives straight through his skull, narrowly missing the gargoyle in between me and it. Yes, and drenches us all in sepia light.
Wow. Brilliant. I want to roll the ritual just to see what would have happened. Yeah, it would have activated as well if you hadn't killed him. These last 2 would have come true. And I mean, I will say this much. He spent his action to chant the ritual on his turn. When the ritual comes around on initiative count 20, what you witness is all of the stones suddenly, boom, blast with light as all of the lights kind of converge in on the central stone. And the swarm of wasps is right there as well. Let's see what they do real quick. They're just attacking the nearest target, of course. It's probably going to be these guys on the floor. Yeah, they sting this thing to death. And just as the bees complete that killing blow, you suddenly see an arm crack out of the stone and reach it for but a moment and grab onto the swarm of wasps. Can I quickly do this? Ripping the swarm almost in half. Which multi-attacks this thing got? Oh yeah, it has. It's got a lot. This arm that's reached out then kind of clenches onto them, rips them forward into the stone, and then you see these massive set of jaws trying to emerge, but there's this fluctuating nature to the seal that's trying to hold them back. For just a brief moment, you see this creature emerge, trying to bite into the wasps itself. Oh, weird. Wonder if it kills the swarm in one. Yeah, it does. It obliterates the swarm, just ripping them in, chewing them, and spitting them back out. This massive, abominable creature is multi-eyed, teeth that like gnash, the tongue that slathered with saliva. This thing is somewhat like a yeti and a wolf. It's weird. It's like some sort of shape-shifted monstrosity. But just as it's trying to rip forward and gnash and claw, it seems as though the seal suddenly flutters again back, and the seal re-seals him inside of it. And Roki, that will end combat on initiative count 20, just as the beast was emerging.
As the combat is over, I would like to ride up to Isar and cut his hands off.
I'm gonna lay down on the snow.
Can I take his hand?
Is anyone who want to wake
Yes.
up the
Yeah.
hunter that's sleeping? See if he wants a cup of tea.
Oh, I'll lend him a hand. And I pick up my great axe and prepare to decapitate him.
You can have the head. I only want his hands, and then I'll be like, hey, no, open up. Got a gift for you.
Oof, boy, oh boy.
He was
Yeah,
on
one
board.
by one, the stones.
You don't want to
light
wake him up before you
goes
kill him.
out.
Just like nudge him, and be like, "Hey!" And the last thing he sees is just an axe coming down.
Yeah, you can wake him up first. If you want to terrorize him.
It's cruel enough to kill him. I'm not gonna make it any worse.
I'm kidding. I'm not actually saying to do that.
Well,
Do I need
you
to
can
roll
choose to coup de
anything,
grace
or-
them if you want or not.
Yeah.
No,
Me
they're asleep
too.
for a minute.
So I do want Isar's hands, just to make a point. No more hand taking for you. And then I would actually suggest we go around and destroy all the hands that are currently buried here.
Yep.
This is when Nort speaks up and says, "What? Destroy the hands? Stef, I thought you were there to complete the ritual."
Oh, we will
And
do
then,
this when we know more about it, when it's advantageous to us. I don't think it is quite the time yet, not.
If it's not the time, then why waste the hands?
I mean, we can also take the hands with us if you want, not?
Yeah, store them inside. That'll be fine. I'll look after them.
Everybody in the party cool with that? If we just take the hands with us?
Wait, I assume we don't hear not right. We just hear you responding.
No, you can hear him. He's just talking.
Oh,
He's
we
not
can hear him.
in my
Okay.
head.
You want to walk
As
around
far as
with
I'm aware, everybody can hear him.
You want to walk around with a ton of hands in your magical bag.
I mean, it's technically like an extra dimensional space, so it's not like they're actually physically on me. And the bag wants the hand, so I think we just give him the hands, I guess.
Oh, yeah, let's just do whatever the bag wants.
Then I can be a handbag.
Yeah, it's a handbag. Also, Nod has been helpful to us a couple of times, actually. Like, he spit out a bunch of spell scrolls. I think, like, he's kind of his own person, right? I don't control him or anything, so being in his good graces could be advantageous to the party.
I have no quarrels with the back-eating hands.
Yeah.
As long as they don't end up near these stones.
I mean, they're
gonna end up on these stones. That's what they're doing. They
will maybe eventually, but then it will be in a situation that is advantageous to us. I still plan on using this thing to storm a fortress, after all. And then
We need
maybe
all
a
the power
halo.
we can get.
What?
Yes, we'll need all the power we can get
Yeah.
if we're to defeat a fortress.
And think about it this way, guys. A hail of ballistas mounted on dwarven castles, right, are pretty good at dealing with large monstrosities. 2 birds with 1 stone, really.
Right.
Mhm.
Hands, you weirdo.
Yay,
I mean,
hands.
it's so that we don't have to cut off hands of other people.
Look, even Avarice is a fan of hands. And you see the massive Bigby's hand coming over and digs them up for you, basically.
I mean,
Once
I
she's
guess
not in a
the
panic
real
mode, she
question
can.
is the real question would be: is Avarice opposed to us taking the hands with us? That's the real
She
question.
says, I'm not opposed, but do be careful. That creature looked, well, uncontrollable, to say the least. But if the reciting the ritual goes correctly, we are to assume that it is for one night that you can control it.
Mm-hmm. If it goes
I'm
correctly, but I'm sure. I mean, my companion over here, now the hand's back, known as Nod, will help us figure out how to perform the ritual correctly. Right, Nod?
Yes, I do remember it word for word.
See, we.
Alright, we'll let it kill Stef first.
Oh, if it goes wrong, no problem. I'll blow myself up with it. Like I'm not trying to endanger anybody here. It's like so to be open about it. I'm doing long-term things for when we eventually storm the dwarf castle, right? And my line of thinking is that's gonna be a heavily fortified place with like lots of defensive weapons on it, right? And even if this thing is like an ancient dragon, right? It only can take so many ballista shots before it goes down.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Stef will blow himself up.
yeah, or I'll blow myself up with it. I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. I'll ask Roland for his artificial sun, press some wrong buttons, and kaboom. Jump right into its mouth with it. No problem.
Okay. Well, let's get out of here and go somewhere with food and beds. You collect your hands.
So
During
I stuff
during
all
this
the
whole
hands to know.
okay.
Go ahead, Dragon.
During all this conversation, I'll try to see if what kind of weapons there are still on these hunters, and I'll try to scavenge as much as possible, see if there's anything that's interesting, toys that I haven't practiced with yet.
So they have
toys. I've seen some
sickles,
spears.
heavy crossbow, spears, yep. And the Great Warrior had a flail, shield, spear.
A regular
Other than
shield?
that, yeah, regular shield.
Not a scimitar on any of them, right?
No, I'm afraid not.
They don't have
Sickles are the
anything
closest.
magical?
Nope.
No enchanted weapons? They suck. Can't be near as
What about Istar's sickle? Is there nothing special about them?
Nope. Other than they look like they've trashed many a foe. Other than that, though, not really.
Is it called Thruun or Thruun with an M?
Thruun with a N from Nico.
Okay, cool. Stored inside. No.
Okay.
I'm just writing this shit down because otherwise I forget it.
I will claim the flail for myself.
I mean, is the
Yep.
warrior wearing
a flare
any
to shoot.
solidable armor? Maybe he was wearing heavy armor, right?
No, they were wearing like. Actually, Isar wasn't wearing any armor.
Yeah,
He
but
was just like.
he had a higher AC. That's why I'm asking.
But the Great Warrior had a studded leather, which is busted and broken because they died in it, and then the shield.
Can that be fixed by mending? Because studded leather is better what I'm wearing right now, I think. Oh, never mind. I have a studded leather armor. Forget that.
Okay.
I mean, can we just collect all the rest of the loot and like tally up the gold as always? Becker can have the flail, no problem.
Yeah, mostly just spears and
Mhm.
a couple of shields.
Oh, yeah. What is the
And
strength
they're not worth that
requirement?
much gold.
What is the strength
You're gonna get
requirement
like
for the heavy crossbow?
there's no strength requirement.
Can we give the
It
heavy
uses
crossbow
dex.
to Snort?
He is gonna need to be proficient in a heavy crossbow. That's
Oh.
yeah, it's not a requirement for strength,
I'll
but
take the
you
heavy
do need
crossbow.
proficiency. You can take it if you like.
No.
A heavy
So-
crossbow, because it's heavy, a small creature has disadvantage with using it anyway.
Oh,
Okay. I'll
Actually, no,
add a
stop
heavy
it.
crossbow to.
No. No, actually, no.
no,
stop
no,
it.
never
I've
mind,
got my
never mind.
total.
If it doesn't make sense, just like give us the gold value and we split by
Yeah.
4.
All right.
Let's just sell it.
Okay.
Is a
It's
heavy-
at least
is a
25
heavy-
gold. So
Sorry, is a heavy crossbow better than a short bow? Because I've got a short bow.
For you, probably yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
How
are you
about
proficient with it? Because heavy
No.
crossbow
It's a martial weapon,
is a martial weapon that
and so
requires.
yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Talons get all weapons.
Okay.
Yes,
At least
absolutely.
all simpler
I
martial.
totally knew that. So, will I just
wanna-
take that?
You want
and-
one?
Yeah, and I'll donate the short bow to the party funds
Money?
instead.
Okay.
I'll delete that. From,
Sounds
What's
good.
the range for a short bow?
the range for a short bow, my friend, is 80 feet and 320 feet.
Whereas a heavy crossbow is 100, 400.
Oofed.
A heavy
Mhm.
crossbow also does more damage, but you need some bolts. But I guess you would pick up some bolts.
They
for
have
the issue,
bolts.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, they've got like, we'll say 15 bolts on him.
Yeah.
Great. I'll add that. Right, I've deleted the short bow. Whoever's keeping track of.
It's like
Can
sorry.
I get the short
13
bow?
gold.
Oh, short bow to
Yeah,
tracker.
You can add it to your sheet.
Is there a revised short
Yeah,
bow?
okay.
Or just the one from the
No,
SRB?
there isn't. Yeah, because the revised stuff is for its ammunition instead. So just SRD short bow is good.
Okay.
So there's only going to be a few gold from the spear sellings. They're only like worth a gold each anyway. The shield is worth like what, 10 gold, or is it less?
I just want a couple of gold because I actually want to go
10.
next turn over
It's
to
worth
buy.
10, so that's 5.
I mean, we can wait with
Uh,
that until we're in town, right?
Sure, I don't mind giving it to you now though.
Okay.
If you're heading back,
Yeah, I
really,
really want to head back and take a long rest, guys.
really only talking about 17 gold. I'm afraid. The honest truth is they don't use gold from where they're from. They don't have many armaments that are expensive. They make their own and they live off the land. They
how
have no
much-
need for gold.
How much is the scimitar, if I may ask, Senrith? In
A
gold?
scimitar,
Yeah.
you can. It's worth 25.
So we
I
get
mean-
17 each, you're saying?
No.
No, that's 17 total. It's a pitiful amount of gold, I'm
Oh.
afraid.
I mean, can I use
Yep.
that 17 maybe to... I haven't grabbed anything in a while. Can I use that 17 to, like... in the next turn over, I'd like to buy 2 scimitars.
Sure. I
And
don't
swap
need it.
out
I
my
can
short
spin the
sword.
wheel.
Because I've been running around with a short sword and nothing else
Yeah.
since quite a while.
Wait, so because you've spent all of your money, we're giving you all the
No,
money.
I haven't, but I've also not, like, taken claim to any loot in, like, I don't know how many sessions.
I was
Like, I've
also
given literally anything away.
I was also thinking that you spend money on spell ingredients, probably
Mhm.
that we all benefit from. So I'm actually happy to get you your scimitars. I've got 115, so whatever they
No,
cost.
it's just like I have enough gold, but I would just like not go too deep into my own pockets
Cool.
because I
All right.
also need my gold to
Okay.
buy spell scrolls
Okay,
eventually
go for
and
it.
learn more spells.
All right. So,
Question.
Steph,
How are
and add
scimitars
17 to
better
your
for
sheet.
Stef?
So that's.
and then I'm going to minus 25.
I mean, I'd
Um,
like to buy a second one, so it's actually minus 50, and sell the short sword, whatever that's worth. And like, I have to reattune the stone and everything, but we can we can shortcut this entire thing, right?
You want to sell the short sword, yeah?
Yeah, and like
Okay.
take the spell casting focus stone from it and attach it to one of the scimitars.
To one of the scimitars. So you're buying a second scimitar.
Yeah. So I basically want to dual wield scimitars.
You got it. Yep. There you go. You got 2 scimitars, and I'm going to minus 50 gold from your sheet.
Yeah.
Done.
And we can shortcut the entire thing with the 1 hour attunement and stuff. Like, I don't mind. I didn't need to RP the ritual.
Mhm. There you go. Done. All
Thank
right. Let's go back to
Oh, is this
Icewind
still
Dale.
with the rage advance, or is this done?
You can have
Sorry.
advantage. Go ahead. That's 20. Nice. Okay, you get all the pelts you can muster effectively. The wolves in total, how many were there?
3 near the stones.
tell you. But the other ones, which you fought in battle, right?
Okay. Were there 7
So you get
total?
there were 8 in total.
Ooh.
So you can put 8 small, small regular wolf pelts. Sorry, yeah, just 8 regular wolf pelts. All right.
Create item.
Well
mean,
done,
where-
guys. That was a very close call.
Which
Honestly, it
town
was
are
down
we
to the very last
actually-
hit points.
Yeah. Which town are we
Hmm.
actually going back to? And maybe we can tell somebody that Dugan's Hall should be safe again?
Oh. You're next to Dugan's Hole, but of course that's abandoned. So the next town would be Goodmead. So you head back there. Warn the.
We can warn the people.
It's the nearest tavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're going for buying for materials, we should go to a bigger town like East Haven.
Yeah, we can eventually, but it's more like what I personally asked, like the exiles from Dugan Hall, the refugees, where did they actually go? Because they might be interested in knowing that their town is safe again, right?
One reason why they were brought away is so there would be less trafficking food.
Yeah.
If they return
it's
to
for the
Dugan's
cauldron.
Hall. Yeah.
No, I'm more
So
talking
I think they're
about...
all in Lonelywood.
Yeah.
That's
But you can
the other universe.
You can get word out.
But yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
All right. In any case, you can let word get out that Dugan's Hole has been secured. The threat no longer resides there, but most of the townsfolk are, like they said, consolidating in one singular town, such that the cauldron can be shared more evenly. You can pick up your scimitars here, sell your goods. That's not a problem. You can also get your bed in order. I think there's still the speaker's house that you have basically lodging here for. The one with all the
if
dinosaur
there's any
bones.
place in the world where we have free lodging, it's probably Goodmead.
Yeah. Avarice says, well, I'm going to set out on my own for now, but it was a pleasure working with you all, of course.
Oh.
That was a close one. We averted a crisis.
Yeah, your aid was much appreciated.
Oh, just you wait till we cast the next one. By the way, Avarice, we are looking for people in the future. There might be an expedition to a certain glacier.
Ah, is there? Well, that I would be interested in.
So,
one slight complication. No one really knows where this location is. There's supposed to be an entrance. There's supposed to be somewhere along the glacier a crack in the wall or something. Maybe we can even open it.
We might have an inkling
That
about it
being
right now.
That being said, the only possible person I know in all of Icewindale who would have an iota of information on that is unfortunately behind bars.
Oh,
Hmm.
behind bars where?
The end.
There is only one prison in all of Icewindale. Revel's End.
Mm.
We go to a prison.
Oh, I know that one. I've seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Oh,
Yes,
What is a
indeed.
movie?
Um,
no, that was I was
Some-
just cool. I know this thing. I've heard about it.
Indeed, Revel's End resides far to the north. It's a prison where many are sent away, ones who cities would rather never see the light of day again. Though it's controlled by the Lord's Alliance, I don't really have a good relationship with those, being that, well, I'm from a different organization. Maybe
Oh
you
yeah,
guys,
actually we
being
met one of
well-respected
your.
members of the Ten Towns, maybe you could get in there and see if you can locate a certain prisoner.
What's his name?
Oh, so we don't have to be arrested first. We can just go
No, we
visit.
don't.
That's what I'm hoping. Though, if you have a idea of maybe even getting him out, I don't know.
What's his
You're
name?
looking for
Oh,
yes, you're looking for prisoner Valish Gant, sorry.
Valish Gant.
Yes. It's no coincidence that he knows about this glacier. He used to be part of the Brotherhood, the Arcane Brotherhood.
Well, speaking of the Brotherhood, we
But
met one of your colleagues as well.
oh joy, which one?
You know how you like gargoyles? She really seemed to like undead kobolds.
Oh, Velin. How is she doing?
Oh well, she's not speaking well of you, but otherwise she seemed fine.
Jesus.
Ugh, how rude. Has she still managed to get that trembling in order?
I don't remember any
She's a
trembling.
bit
Maybe real.
no. Oh, she can get a little nervous. A
I thought it
lifelong
was
struggle of
part
hers.
of their age.
Yeah.
Like some older humans have this spasm that's
Really,
uncontrollable.
she's not that. Yes, and unfortunately, she's not really that fit to be part of the Arcane Brotherhood, let alone a spellcaster, especially with a trembling like that.
Oh, I
Maybe
don't.
she has a firm.
I think her
She might have a firm
spellcasting is.
grasp on the dark arts, but I will tell you now, she would not have been admitted into the Arcane Brotherhood without her family connections.
Mm. Well, as a wizard, she seemed quite powerful to me. She taught me how to raise the dead.
By family connections, do you mean from Targos?
Mm, no, I don't think she's associated with those. But let's just put it this way. She isn't really as adept or talented as the rest of us. She just has a name to her. And that's how she got in. But she's in her late 40s. I mean, she's pushing it a little bit to be out here in the cold.
Wait, she's this young?
Young?
She looks
Mm,
she looks ancient.
I know.
Like
I must. Maybe
I,
maybe her
well, in their
necromancy is
90s.
keeping her alive.
Oh, anyway, I guess we have
You
our.
will see a very confused look on Trekker. Like, wait, 40? 40 is old? What?
Yeah. She says, and if she had been more adept, maybe she wouldn't have lost Professor Scant.
Wait, is that another one of your colleagues?
Yes, so to
What?
speak.
Wasn't that the guy in the cabin?
Scans?
No,
No.
you've not met him.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they were kidnapped by Nas Lantamir, one of our other rivals. I mean, members of Arcane Brotherhood.
And for a brotherhood, you seem to have an awful of not brotherhoodly actions.
I know, right? Everyone's so dispassionate and cold. I'm the only one trying to get everyone along.
Yeah, people at Icewindale can be pretty cold.
Well, nonetheless, Valish Gant might be the only one who knows where to get into this glacier. He's been here longer than all of us. When we arrived in Icewindale, it was the four of us, but Valish has always been here. And he kind of went a bit rogue, let's say. A long time ago, he thought he could acquiesce the entire of 10 towns and rise to power through the 10 towns, but I think he was subverted, and he's sort of an embarrassment to our brotherhood now. We've kind of forsaken him. His failed scheme was an embarrassment. That said, he is clearly knowledgeable about the area, and well, he's not going anywhere. I'm sure he has a life sentence, so it's not of the utmost importance. But if you want to get this ball rolling, then that I would say that's where we would want to look first.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just picking up something because I think the expedition came up a couple of times now, right? And maybe that's something that leads us to Oro and Faith.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, let me. You said you came here with the four of you, and Professor Scant was one of those four?
5 then. She
Okay.
corrects herself.
Because I
Me,
remember there was the wizard from East Haven that joined another expedition.
Oh
and
wait,
then got
yeah, hold on. So
burned.
we have Villin Harple, Avarice, Dazan, the one that was burnt,
Oh yeah.
and Nas Lantamir. That's 4 of them, and then they say,
Yeah.
yes, 5 if you count Professor Skent. They're not part of the Brotherhood, but they are very knowledgeable. And Villin lost them, and they're probably still with Nas. Where she is, I don't know, and nor do I care. But there's a bit of a race going on, so if we could get Valish before she does, that would be great.
Mm. Yeah, but because I think that's like our next big goal here. I don't know if the party agrees, but I think the expedition has come up a couple of times. Like I've seen it name dropped at least like 4 times. So maybe that's a hint
Mhm.
towards something we should or can do.
I would consider me helping you here, square, if you were to locate and get the information from Valish.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
I mean, aren't we already square? I think the last time we saw us, you tried to kill us.
Nonsense! I did no such thing. The
Um,
cult were trying to
I
kill
lift
you.
I lift up my shirt and show her the bite mark of one of her goggles, like the scar on my stomach. I think this
Oh,
disagrees.
Gurgle. How
I
good
thought you
you!
just
And she
liked
turns, and then
working
Gurgle
with
points
us.
at Gargle.
Because
I
he
didn't
crit
think
me. He crit me for like 20 damage.
Yeah.
I have that
didn't
left.
think that.
You
Yeah.
deserved it.
I didn't mean this as a favor. I thought you just liked working with us.
Oh, I do, and I am absolutely ecstatic that we're going to go on an expedition together. That is
Yeah.
in the books. We are definitely working together.
No one else gives you the experiences we do.
Exactly. That was a riveting battle. Truly thrilling end.
Well, time to get going. I think we need sleep.
I think there's one more question I want to ask you.
Fuck.
Did we ask you if you have information about specific islands in the Sea of Moving Ice?
Hmm. Oh,
We've seen a vision about some icicle-shaped islands.
snowflake shaped. Yeah.
Snowflake.
She will roll an intelligence check. No, what? Let's make that Arcana. No, let's make that History. Hmm. You speak of the island of Solstice.
Where is it?
That is a very
sounds
remote
fitting.
place.
It's all time. We need
It
to
is
stop
an island.
Really?
It's, you're right, shaped much like a snowflake, with 6 jagged arms that protrude out into the sea. It's a windswept place, primarily made of snow and ice, but it's a bit remote. I have never been there myself, but I've heard of it. It's on the probably far to the northwest. It's it was left abandoned many, many years ago. I think it was a giant stronghold.
Well,
You've
it was-
met our other friend, Faith, right?
Briefly.
Yeah, we believe she's kept captive on that island. We're looking for a way to get there. Would you happen to know how we can get there?
I mean, we do know some sailors, right? Roki made friends. Just
Well, there are not many ships that sail the Sea of Moving Ice. There's wrecks for miles around the island. Probably a lot of loot waiting to be claimed. That said, there was one ship that went out there recently. They did not return. So sailing there is most definitely out of the question.
what about flying there?
Can you fly for miles across the ocean?
I mean, not yet,
You would
but
need
I
some
see that more
gargoyles.
as a problem yet to be solved.
I mean, I'd be
I
up
think
for
even my
stealing an
gargoyles would
airship.
start to get tired.
Let's just steal an airship. Do you know any airships are?
Wait.
she shrugs. I have honestly no idea. And flying an airship in the middle of a blizzard, that could get hairy.
Oh, if only we knew a crazy gnomish inventor and had an artificial sun to change the weather.
Hey, I
I
how
see.
knowledgeable am I of the other tribes?
Yeah, we can't really afford
Pretty knowledgeable.
the requirements to build an airship, even if we had
I do think we have a lot of pieces of the puzzle together already. I wouldn't worry so much about the weather because we actually have a solution to weather right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
There are ships in Revel's End, but I think most prisoners are now transported over land. Although since the 10 trail has been blocked in, I wonder how they're doing for resources.
I'm in. Let's go to Reveland and steal something, or make some friends. Whatever happens first.
Perfect. All right. Well then, I'll have my raven, obviously, flying about from place to place. Hopefully, they will spot you, and we'll be able to bump into each other soon. But if you don't find me, or if you want to find me, I will have a contact in Bryn Shander. You can let the barman know in the Northlook any messages you wish to pass on.
Sounds
Wait,
good.
north. Isn't it north?
The
here?
Northlook in Bryn Shander. No, Northlook's in Bryn Shander.
Okay.
I guess it's kind of time that we have any other minor tasks that are still open that we haven't dealt with yet?
Wormdoom Crack.
What is there? Is it the gnolls still?
The gnolls are on our way to Wormdoom Crack. No, in Wyrmdune Crag, there are the bones of the White Wyvern that our cleric friends once.
I mean, we can go after that, I guess.
What else is there?
What
Okay,
I'm
this is
thinking more is
completed.
like the solstice thing, right? That seems like something the party isn't ready for yet.
We're
Like,
not planning on
Take,
fighting anyone there. We're just gonna sneak her out.
no sneaking.
Done. Okay,
Well-
there is Kadrov at the excavation site is something minor.
The
It's-
excavation site.
it's more the issue of getting to the island of Solstice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It
I
seems.
also don't think we're ready for that. I think the big two things we could do is work towards the expedition, which leads us to the excavation site. But that was already kind of my story beat, and I think if Roki really wants to go to the Wyvern Bones, right? Just speaking purely,
Yeah.
Dragon Bones. Speaking purely from like an out of game perspective, I think Roki hasn't had a lot
No.
of moments to shine yet. So if he wants to do that, I would actually go with that.
Yeah, like Sir Roland saying, "What about the Gnoll attack on the Wookiees?"
What about the Gnoll attack?
You've become that guy.
The Gnoll
the
attack
Gnoll-
on the Wookiees is on our way there. From what I surmised.
Oh fuck, that one. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, we haven't had a fight for ages.
Yeah.
What? We need to get a night's sleep first. We're doing all this talk.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
are in the town right now. We're basically long resting, like right after this.
You are. You're in good mood. You can have a long
we
rest.
Need, we need to attack before spiritual weapon runs out.
Snow's like, "No, I'm pooped. Night, night." He bonks himself in the head with the tentacle rod and falls asleep.
Hey Snor, what are you doing with those tentacles in your sleep, young man? We gotta have a talk about this soon.
In the morning.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. So there's just one thing I want to touch on during the night as you guys complete along,
Mhm.
and that is you, Steph.
Oh, no.
There is a pulsing psionic message that continues again and again to push itself to the forefront of your mind. It is this thrumming headache that begins to form into a vision and a dream whilst you're sleeping here. Once again, you find yourself falling through the sky, colliding with a mountainside, and skidding into a crater in the snow.
So
There, your body lies broken and freezing to death.
since I'm experiencing this for like the third or fourth time, do I maybe have the opportunity to start recognizing the surroundings, like get a more clear picture of
Yeah.
my
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've actually already discovered it, but you can. I'll give it to you this time.
Mm.
Where you're crashing, there's a whole mountain range. This is most definitely the spine of the world.
Mhm.
This could be somewhere between the Ten Trail and the Goliath tribes, but to pinpoint it exactly, you can give me a intelligence check.
Intelligence check. You got it. Wait one
Uh-huh.
second. Window open intelligence.
I do feel like we did this before though, but it's all good. You can.
I don't remember, so I really don't.
Okay,
I
that's
feel
all
like
right.
I've never
right.
asked where I am exactly.
Okay, so it's a little bit disorientating. This crash was a violent one, and as you collide into the mountains, your vision kind of goes into a spin, and the snow that kicks up just blurs out your vision, and you're just sort of left there, collapsed in the snow, unable to move. Feels like you can't even explore. Your body is literally like broken, and you know you're somewhere in the spine of the world, but directly where, it's hard to say. The immediate problem is that you can't move. It feels like all your limbs have been shattered on impact, and your life is slowly dwindling. The warmth of your body is being stolen by the cold. And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw as well.
Mm-hmm. Saving throws. There we go. Oh my fucking
That was
god.
a 3. Wow, that's not good. During the night, it feels as though with each pulse, your strength dwindles and dwindles. You want to reach out, you want to send out a distress signal, hoping that someone can come and save you, but you're unable to really do anything. The only way you could survive is perhaps by going into what feels like a torpor-like state to conserve energy, to make sure that you don't just freeze to death. And so it feels like all the lights shut down in your mind, and you enter into this deep, deep sleep. And when everyone comes to in the speaker's house, they find that Stef is still unconscious.
Oh. Is my monkey trying to eat me?
Yeah, he starts with your face, nibbling on your nose, and trying to peel off scales.
You're
Oh, well.
delicious, lizard.
Yeah, I'm
Everyone else sees this.
You have full permission to do with me what you want, except for stealing my stuff.
Can I decapitate Stef? No, I'm not gonna do that.
You can try.
Uh,
Psychic shock, bitch.
Might wake him up. It might wake him up.
no, just shove him. Hey, wake up. We need to go.
Yeah, it looks like he was sleeping in, but as you shove him, you realize how cold his body actually is. And it takes a while for your eyes to kind of flutter open. You do come to consciousness, but you can't clear your head. Continuous pulsing in the front of your lobe means that it feels like you can't concentrate on anything. It feels like you're trying to push aside all other priorities and just do this one thing, and that is search out your body that you know is still out there somewhere in the snow. What this means mechanically is you are stupefied.
What does stupefied do?
It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. You have disadvantage on all wisdom, charisma, and intelligence checks. And saving throws, and just D20, anything D20 based.
So
on
also
top
like
of that,
attacks with spells is what you're saying.
That's right. Yeah. On top of that, every time you go to cast a spell, you have to roll a DC 5 flat check. If you fail, the spell is wasted as you cannot focus on casting it. So you have a very small, I think it's a 25% chance of failing to cast a spell.
Well, I'm not
The
glad
psionic crystal was just pulsing in your head. It feels like this is something you will have to go and do eventually, but
Spine of the World is quite a far way off. I still maintain with Roki hasn't gotten a lot of his choice yet, so
yep,
he
that's
wants
fair.
to check out the dragons bones. I think we roll with that.
Yeah.
All the bones.
I make the stupefied check is not like I have this until we fix this, right? It's I have this until I can make the next save when we long rest, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your mind might be able to resist it next time. That was just a really unlucky roll there.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, okay, I have one question. The next time I roll for this, do I have disadvantage on the save? Because I'm already stupefied?
No.
Okay.
No, just a flat.
Okay, got it.
Okay. All right. The The day is yours. You are fully long rest. You still get the long rest, by the way, regardless of that.
Yeah,
You do get a long rest.
I clicked that button 10
And
minutes ago. You cannot make me take it back.
cool. Obviously, all your
Notice
mounts
what
are
you
back to
click.
full. So, all right, what would you like to do, guys?
I would just like to point out that Colonel Sanders is now mostly made of scar tissue.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any feathers anymore. It's all gone.
There are no feathers left on him. He's just this giant, bald chicken. He looks like a rotisserie chicken covered in scars.
Starts to look more and more like an actual horse every day.
I think he should have like a phobia for wolves, or they should have a phobia for him. He's fucking unkillable.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably, actually find a way to heal up the scar tissue. We hit more than one person.
Oh, one more thing. Is there anything that can cure the stupefied condition except for this, or?
Well, why don't we, Stef? I think we should perhaps take you to see a priest or a cleric and see if they might be able to take a look at you.
Wasn't there a temple in East Haven as well?
Yeah, there was. I'm just asking if there is even a way. I don't want to waste time on stuff that doesn't go anywhere.
Not with what you have.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it gets any worse, we should explore who might be able to help you. But in the meantime, you just walk it off.
Oh, worry. I still have my wits about me as much as you do, Sir Roland.
Yes, welcome to my life. So, East
You're
Haven,
going senile like
that's
Roland.
west, right?
It is indeed. All right then. You arrive in East Haven. Simple as that.
Ooh.
The weather is actually a clear sky for 11 hours.
What are we doing here?
Make use of that while you can.
One more thing though, the spine of the world thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry that isn't Tracker, do you not also want to go there for a reason?
Specifically this part.
I think we actually want to go into the same part or close
Yeah.
to that part. Yeah, okay.
I had to roll into history check, right?
Yes,
Earlier.
please.
I rolled a 14
With advantage.
right after, with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you do recall the clans and what they were known for. And without a doubt, Sky Tower Shelter is home to griffin tamers. Specifically, tamers, not riders.
Oh.
They use them like eagles to hunt prey. And use them to shriek warnings of incoming dangers.
Would they be usable to travel distances, or are they mainly for
Again,
recon?
not riding.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
riding. Okay.
Yeah. Recon only.
You cannot imagine how disappointed Sir Roland was to find out that.
That's not to say griffins aren't used as mounts elsewhere in the world. It's just that these Goliaths have not reared them that way.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my own griffin.
Of course.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's still useful to get there. Maybe we can land one of their tamers with a griffin to see if they can scout for us, help us travel, navigate the sea. As we're going to the shelter spine anyways.
Yes, that I don't mind going to the spine since we both need to go there, but I also I want to give Roki a chance to do his thing. if he wants to, because he's a bit overdue for that.
The Knolls.
Let's
the
we'll quickly
Knolls.
check in with you then, Roki. What is it you want to do?
Fuck. Sorry, we've just kind of discussed so many things. I think I wanted to go to like the Bell or Rebel's End and stuff like that. Like I want to like try to take any step towards finding Faith and getting her off that island.
Okay.
That's the only thing I've really cared about. Everything else just kind of felt like something that's in the way, and I'm like, okay, let's get this over with so we can go.
I mean, side quests can lead us somewhere. We just did a side quest that gave us information for the main quest, right? Basically.
Yeah, but I'd say
So
my character
Rebels-
doesn't really see it that way.
So Revel's End or Anchor Duke's Bell is where Roki would like to go.
Okay.
We were going to go to the Bell, weren't we? Like, scout that out, see if anything there could help. But
Originally,
we were just about Rebels
yes. The only reason you stopped because you realized the Stones of Thruun were on a time crunch.
End. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
It's,
just not sure now what would be
Okay.
best to go to.
I have no qualms investigating the Bell if you really want to go to the Bell.
With the new information, I'm not sure which would be the best choice for Rebels End or Bell.
And we can go to the Bell and then from the Bell to Revel's End. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess.
Or vice
The
versa. You go to Revel's
The
End
sooner
and
we
the
get
Bell.
Faith off the islands, the sooner we can,
Mm-hmm.
move on with the rest of our plans. Because I don't think we can fight Oral without her.
I will just say that I think that the whole Oro and Faith situation thing is something like that's way in the future for us. So I definitely don't want to rush it, because if we ever come to blows with anything there, like it's the island of a literal deity as far as we know, right?
Yeah, but we also know she's
Well,
not
you see-
always
yeah.
there.
We know she's not there permanently. She travels here every day.
Yeah,
I will just say with our party, I'm very outspoken against sneak missions, because that hasn't historically ended well for
it's
us.
not like we're sneaking around stuff. We're going to her island when she's not there. And then getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
And with my locate object spell, we can try and locate something that Faith would have on her. So once we're on the island, there's a better chance to find her.
It's a big island, though, right?
It is.
If it was inhabited by giants, I don't think locate object would have the
There's
range.
also a pathway, wasn't there, that leads towards a structure. She's going to be in that direction. Like we have a vague idea of direction we can go.
Uh-huh.
And it's within 1,000 feet, so like by the time we get close to it, we're gonna know where in there she is.
Okay. So
head up to the Bell, I guess. And
the Bell, okay.
We'll be there.
Where's the Bell?
to the
again?
Bell. All right. It's on the west side
We do have a tent now,
of
in
Tin
case something
Towns.
big happens, right?
Oh yes.
Right. With 11 hours of clear weather, I'm not going to make you roll any frost saves because I think you're all kitted up. And you've also got the tent as well. So honestly, the travel between Bremen and the Bell is not too arduous. Though it will take up a chunk of the day, traveling that far. Though again, you're an axe beaks, so that does shorten time as well. So we'll say that by the time you leave Goodmead along the Eastway, let's just check it travel times real quick. I think it's going to be during the day still, but I'm into East Haven. 13. Okay. So, what would normally be like a 15-hour journey is done in like 7.5. So if you wake up really early, it's like 8, right? It's about 3 p.m. We'll say by the time you get to Anchor Duke's Bell. So
What
the
is
sun
Senrith
is.
spell again? Can you just remind me what this exactly is? Or...
You're about to get a reminder because you're going to arrive there.
Okay.
So might as well just take you there. Okay.
I'm blind. I'm blind.
The wind, it's in your
Mm.
eyes.
It is very windy here, that's for sure. Okay. As you arrive towards this location, it's been marked on your map because you found a map that was marked by the giants on in the Frost Giant Lodge. You see there is up ahead a small domed cabin facing one of the bays.
Are
And
tokens
a
on the map? Sorry.
nope, not yet.
Okay.
I don't even
If
see
you
the
wanna-
rocket
if
flag
you-
for me.
Let me. There you go. Right, a small domed cabin near the pier is clearly like situated, but looks long abandoned. There's a bloated door covered in ice, and dormant barnacles hang slightly ajar on its rusty hinges. There is also the sign of footfalls here. There looks to be some actual traffic, even though it looks abandoned. Clearly, there has been someone walking around in the snow. They went up to the cabin, saw that it was completely snowed in and iced over, and was like, "Nah, fuck that," and then walked away. And off in the distance, you see a frozen pier, and there looks to be like a archway that's formed a sort of roof over a pool of water,
Mm.
and it's almost like a fishing spot. Someone would have like cut open in the ice.
I'm sure Roland
And-
would like to be able to see as well. You know, give it to an eyes of night so he can see everything as well.
Okay, perfect.
This place looks quite dark.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It is pretty dark, yeah, that's for sure. At the end of the pier, on not the pier that you're on, but the pier all the way over by the archway, there is a bell just hanging there, slightly in the wind. And you see there are figures. There are figures around the ice and on that pier. And they seem to be like carrying barrels. And one of them suddenly lifts up the barrel and begins to tip it into the small opening in the water, in the frozen lake.
Can we make out what kind of creatures that are?
Mm-hmm. They're
So you're saying that's
humanoid.
on the other pier on the right, not near us?
Yep, that's right.
Hmm.
Well, you've got 300 dark vision, correct? You can see who they are. Roki, you recognize them as the men you saw in the North Look in Bryn Shander. They
Oh,
said
the
that they
ones
were
in-
whalers.
Yeah. Can I try and
They
wave
don't.
to like both arms?
Yeah, sure. You wave out to them. They are not as well equipped with dark vision as you guys are, so they can't actually see you, but you can hear them. If they will be able to hear you if you call out.
Oh, that's yeah.
They've got
Hi,
torches.
it's me from the bar. I just try and yell it across the thing.
And they see you now that they kind of like wave their torches in that direction. They're like, "Oh, you lot again. Why are you all the way out here? You following us?" He says, kind of jokingly.
Well, you said you were going this way. How do you
Hmm.
get across that side?
You can walk across the ice. It's fairly stable, but keep away from the pool. He says, "It's dangerous."
Oh, let's go over there. Let's head over to them.
Okay then.
I see a familiar token.
Yep. Of one of the figures, you recognize
Huh?
Logan Nine Fingers. the rogue that
Oh,
helped you. Yeah, that helped you free Caer Dineval
Free
how
carried in the fall of their
how you say, right?
of their
Do we have,
possessions. Yeah.
do we have
possessions.
to,
Yep.
is there any like risk or anything of the ice, or do we just walk across?
If you, as long as you don't run across it, or as long as you've got ice crampons,
I think we'll do
you should
that.
be all right.
We just have snow crampons. I don't know. Let's walk across.
They've got torches, and you can see that as you approach, you realize what they're actually dunking into the hole appears to actually be barrels of some sort of oil,
It's
and
nine
they kind
fingers.
of look across. They say, "Hey, it's you guys. You all right? How you doing?"
We're surviving, just barely. Just stopped a world destroyer coming out of some rock.
Well, good for you. And how's the speaker of Caer Dineval doing? He's all right. He's no longer under house arrest, I assume.
He's struggling, but he's doing better than he was.
Yeah. And do you want to
Great,
know the
great.
funniest thing about that? Because of your actions, we didn't actually get paid for all of that, you know?
Paid? Well, that's a shame to hear, but not really my problem, is it? I thought you were doing it out of the good of your hearts, anyway. You know, saving the place from an occupation of evil cultists and all that malarkey.
Oh, someone's got to. And we did technically make a friend who just saved our life that we met there. Yeah, lots happened. So what's going on here then?
You hear the leader seem to speak up. This is our fishing spot.
What kind
This
of
is where we
fish?
come to hunt.
What
You're
kind of
dumping
fish?
oil.
Big ones, the big kind of fish. And yes, oil is it's a way to safely hunt the creatures.
Creatures. That's an interesting word to use.
I mean, can we? What kind of oil is that? Is it like fish oil? Is it like burning oil?
Yeah, go ahead and with the scent. Yeah, go ahead and give me like a intelligence check.
At disadvantage here.
That is correct. Yeah, disadvantage. It should be doing it automatically, by the way. You roll it.
Well, I can.
I mean, I'm pretty smart apparently.
Question regarding their method of hunting. Would I be able to discern what they're trying to do and how it works?
Yeah, you can roll a survival check. Steph, not it does. It just looks like oil. You're not sure why.
Did I tell what it is? I rolled a 20.
Roki, you know it is. You know that whales, they are obviously harvested for their ambergris, a precious substance formed in sperm whales' stomach, typically harvested from their remains. It smells foul, but the scent grows sweet over time. As such, it's popular among perfumers, even mages who use the greasy substance in arcane rituals. Yeah, it turns into like a waxy lump and such. And you can also use it to burn stuff. Anyway, though what you're seeing right now isn't ambergris, and why would they pour that back into the water? It doesn't make sense. The oil they're pouring is literally that. It is oil. And that is not good for the environment because it forms this kind of thick film across the top of the water. And you know it's poisonous to most creatures.
Okay, so let me take a guess here. Then, like, I'll see by their faces how accurate I seem. So you're upsetting something which brings it out, so then you can hunt it.
That's right. The whales have to surface for air, and this is the only area near the shoreline where you can breach the water.
They are suffocating whales with all their dicks.
Who is the one currently
Well-
ditching the oil?
Lots of them. They are
All of
pouring.
them?
Not all of them, but like the nearest ones, right? Doesn't really matter
Well,
which. Just this guy right here.
Yeah. Let's sure here. You are aware of the multiple instances around Icewind of magical creatures fighting people it thinks are harming the environment, right?
Huh?
There was a giant magical deer attacking people for cutting down trees. There was a giant lake monster that loved wine attacking people for overfishing. What else have we had? Are you not
there
worried
is
about?
the woolly mammoth in the plains.
Yeah.
Down south.
Are you not worried about inciting the anger of one of these?
Please. They're just whales. Dumb big fish. Look, how about this? How about we offer a share of the take, and you help us take down the beast?
I thought it was the beast. It sounded like this is something more than a whale. Like,
Give me an insight check, Roki.
yeah, I don't feel good about this, and I feel like whatever comes out is going to try and kill everyone.
They've said the word creature and beast. They've also said the word whale. There does
Yeah.
seem to be like something about it that's they don't pick up any deception in their voice. Like they're not saying it's actually a monstrosity or some sort of like creature that's otherworldly, but rather they talk about it with like take down the beast, and they're specifically saying the beast, not just a beast. That kind of also brings up ideas that they're actually hunting something in particular.
Oh.
But again, no deception. You're not picking up on that. You're just picking up on those little tidbits that. And they have said they're whalers, so.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. If they're contaminating the water, they could also get knucklehead trout doing this as well, but they seem to be more intent on a particular whale. They said, look, everyone has their price. So what is it?
How
much of the share? Equal
I
share?
want, but I think I should talk to my friends first, because I don't think they'd be happy for me speaking for them.
I mean, do we want to help them? Do we want to work against them?
Let's go have a chat. If you don't want to stop me.
I do think. So here's what I think, right? I do think that the guys, not Logan, I don't trust Logan one bit, but the guys we met at the bar, right? I don't think they're actually evil people. I think this is more like, yeah, whale hunting used to be common. They're actually like hunters of the tail 10 tons.
Yeah, they're trying to get money so they can live, stuff like that.
Or
They're not
food
trying
for the
to...
10 tons. Like, for all we know, they actually need to do this because they can't grow anything.
Oh.
Animals is also not a thing, right?
Yeah.
They're
doing a bad thing to get money, to get paid.
I mean, is it a bad thing if they need to do it to survive? Like, you know, I think it's like an Inuit situation where they kind of have to do this thing, otherwise they need to go around.
I don't blame them for trying to hunt the whales, but the way they are doing it is destroying the nature.
Yeah.
And that has ramifications for other people.
Yes.
But I don't know. I'm more of the side of this is desperate times situation because we've been told multiple times, hey, we cannot grow food, we cannot farm animals. They only fish stuff, right? For all we know, they kind of always do it like that, right?
If they've always done it like this, then they should have died a long time ago.
Okay, because we can't exactly stop them without attacking desperate people.
I was
And
going
I
to
don't-
say I
I
disagree,
don't want them
but yes.
to carry on. I don't want them to carry on, and I don't.
Yeah,
And
I
I
don't
don't want
feel like
them. I
attacking them either.
don't. Yeah, I don't want to solicit gaining anything out of them. But what if we can stop them ever doing it here again and just say like, hey,
I mean, then they found
we'll
a
help you
different.
take that. We'll help you take down one thing and stop doing this. You'll find a better way. Like, you know, they get their one last thing and then they stop polluting, and we let the place heal itself.
You've seen these people. You've seen Logan. They're too greedy. They won't stop.
Okay,
You don't know that for sure, Tracker. I think it's a fine idea to put to them, and we should find out.
because we're trying to help stop all of this. Once this stops, they won't need to be desperate. So
Here is
You know,
my suggestion, right?
this-
How about we just so you don't want to get anything out of that because some of you have moral problems with doing it this way, right?
I'm not trying to gain something from them. I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah. But we also agree that they probably kind of have to do this. We just don't agree with the methods, right? How about we just stand by and observe? We don't have to partake in it, but you know,
Is there a way we could get this whale or whale-like creature out without dumping oil?
I mean, I said like I think the best course of action is we
way
just
out.
stand by, like don't be complicit in it if you guys have a problem with it. But we
Standing by, doing nothing, letting pollute the world. That is.
look, don't
Then
bring
you're being as guilty as they are.
don't bring too much of real world stuff into this. I'm saying that like this is a
No,
very
no,
different situation. In my books, like there's probably not a whole lot of climate pollution going on in this world to the point where it's already a problem, you know. So I will, and we do know the desperate towns are quite literally desperate for survival. That's been like a focal point.
These people aren't doing this because they're desperate. These people are doing it because they're greedy.
I mean, they're whalers, right? That's bringing food to the 10 towns one way or another.
Why has that image just been posted?
I think
Visions?
it's more of a morally gray situation that's going on here.
Okay,
That's what you
well,
saw when you arrived, and this is where you're
let's-
standing now.
Let's ascertain. Do they need
So you have a better
this,
idea of.
or are they being greedy? Because if we can stop them doing this in the future, we've done the right thing in the long run. You know, for this one creature's life, because hunting and it's a part of nature, and it will mean this one creature's life protects the life of many in the future, without just having to take down a bunch of people who are living in Icewindale. These aren't a bunch of villains trying to summon a world-ending monster, after all, or capturing people and keeping them hostage to take over a town. Let's see what's happening. So,
Yeah,
I'll come back
will
over.
just-
I'll be like,
I'm foreseeing what's gonna happen with the situation, right?
so
If
come
they
back over
start
that.
killing a bunch of babies, then maybe we can
Yeah,
interject.
I'll be
but,
like, so are you guys desperate? Is this survival, or is this trying to get rich?
Rich? Do we look like rich men to you? No. we are hunters. This is our occupation. We are merely trying to eke out a living here in Icewindale.
And you have no alternatives to dumping oil and potentially harming a large portion of wildlife?
Just a portion. It'll only contaminate the waters here. And, we'll maybe get a few knucklehead trout along the way. But it's not like we do this every day. One whale will suffice for, well, at least a good few moons. We can live off the gold that we acquire from that.
Problem is, don't think we can accept you continuing to pour oil in the future. We might be able to, help you out in whatever this creature is, if that means that you'll find better ways in the future. So we're not trying to take your money, we're just trying to ascertain a better future for the environment after this.
You mean when the cold is not endless, when the winter ends?
Well, we're trying to find a way to stop that, and at the moment we're trying to find a way to an island where Oral's keeping one of our friends, and she's kind of important to taking down Oral.
I also
see.
just want to say that the problem that I have with the situation is that obviously we know what dumping oil
Stef,
makes.
are you the one talking with the guys now?
No, I'm talking to the party.
Roki is talking with these guys now.
Oh, I thought he stopped.
I'm waiting for them to reply. I just said something to them.
Mm-hmm.
They said, well, if you will allow us to continue our hunt today, then it would not be a wasted venture. If in the future you do manage to end the winter, then we can turn to other methods. But I don't see the winter ending anytime soon. And you are clearly good hunters, fighters, perhaps, but you are no god slayers.
Well,
Not yet.
we've survived her once, so that's the first step.
Mm.
We looked her
Give
right
me
in the eye
a-
and we saw her.
A persuasion check, Roki. Yeah,
No
and then
advantage?
to add with this, well, I think it's just going to be flat, but
Okay.
it does add to your credibility of the story. That's a 14. Okay. You've come across Oral herself, huh? And lived to tell the tale. But
When she
you
took
did
our
not do
friend.
battle with her. That is a different story. Nonetheless, we will complete our hunt here today, and if the winter has not ended by then we will have little choice. We have to survive out here some way.
Well, you have all that time to figure it out. Yeah. Things might not be favorable if this continues in the future, but I don't want to threaten. I just want things to be better for the environment and not see things get worse for the temporary gain.
He nods. I understand. And with that, he turns and says, Rudd, tip another barrel. And you see the heavy-set man begin to tip another barrel of oil into the water, muddying it and contaminating it.
Let's see what this creature is.
He stands there, arms folded, for a moment, waiting for the oil to settle across the surface. And then he says, excuse me, and tries to get aside to Roki where the bell is. And he looks across to the opening, grabs a hold of the bell, and rings it. And this heavy clattering ding, 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 ding echoes out across the tundra. And then they all look towards the waters expectantly, as if some sort of summoning will have occurred as part of ringing this bell. And even after that, you start to see some massive vultures kind of landing near the top here. They too expect to be rewarded for some sort of ringing.
I don't want to get.
They kind of eye them. Yeah, it's a good few minutes you wait before these vultures turn up, by the way. And everyone's like ready with weapons. You see they are armed to the teeth, great swords, heavy crossbows, daggers, everything. Like they are ready to do some battle with this thing. And Everyone who's looking at the water as well can make me a perception check.
I think I get distracted by the birds, honestly.
Yeah,
I want to make
that's fair.
true to my character.
Sensei
Nice, these are
doesn't
good
work
rolls.
through ice, right?
Sensei, it's not it's not going to be through
It's
water,
yeah.
but
Okay.
it's still got a good roll though. I'll be honest. Now, they wait for a long time, and you can see them getting impatient.
Stef, you should roll with disadvantage.
Perception as well?
Yep, it's a wisdom check.
Yeah, that's true. It's a wisdom check. Disadvantage, true.
Roll you another d20. Oh, that's a d10.
Thank you.
How do I undo that? Fuck. Roll 1d20.
It's fine. I think Track and Roland can also see something. Yeah, okay. So as you're like trying to concentrate and look around, Steph, there's that pulsing again that's basically saying like, stop wasting your time with this and go deal with your headache effectively. But Roland and Tracker, sorry, you do see a massive shadow beginning to swirl in the water. Something below the surface is there. And with it, there's also a whole swarm of other fish. You can see small ones, probably like knucklehead trout. And there are longer and larger ones as well that are nowhere near the size of this great massive one, but they seem to be swimming alongside, like they've got like a school or a whole like collection of wildlife that are following the massive shadow. A moment later, you see dead knucklehead trout surface. They are clearly poisoned by the water, and they do not react. They're not here for the knucklehead, it seems. They wait a moment longer still, and you can see him getting impatient. He's like, come on! Reach already! Damn you!
Oh,
This shadow begins to swim away. And does not surface. At which point you see them, and he slams his greatsword into the ice. Curse it, Thruun!
All went
Did not
wrong.
work.
Whatever they're trying to summon is smart enough to fall for their tricks.
You see, there's no quarrel from him or contestant. Like he doesn't contest that statement at all, Tracker. Confirming the truth. It's intelligent. The vultures begin to try and come down and peck at the trout, and you see this guy, his name's Blackdow, swings a battle axe in the direction of the vulture, kind of warding it off, which lets out a screech and then flaps his wings. I'm gonna try and give a quick little contested check here versus Blackdow. Intimidation. Yeah. One of the vultures makes off with a knucklehead trout, and Blackdow's like, damn birds! And this one gets out of there scot-free.
Something about the vultures. The token has people riding them. Is that on purpose or an
No, that's just the token. Maybe they're little fairies like riding them, but no.
So that thing is
Schwingas.
intelligent. It's not just a creature.
Maybe it is, but it is still a whale, and we still need our ambergris.
But there are other whales out in the ocean, and you're going for a more intelligent one that's out there. That's something different about it.
Out there? He points. Do you think we can sail out into the open sea? The sea
If
moving
you're really
ice would destroy
desperate,
our ship.
Yes.
We'd be dead men.
I mean, that saves you the worry about another tomorrow.
Ha! We have a funny man here. Look, this is the most available veil that we can hunt.
And then you've hunted. And then what next?
We'll find another one. Somewhere. Perhaps it will... The others will replace it. Our options are too slim to worry about that. We have to hunt today, we have to hunt now. Survival
like it didn't
of
work.
tomorrow is tomorrow's problem. Yes, it seems it did not. He seems to get quite a little bit aggressive with this, and he's like, unless you got
Well,
any better ideas?
Well, you failed.
Or maybe
there, I
we should
guess.
use one of you as bait. Maybe it...
Well, that's not smart. You tried, you failed. All you did was got up some knucklehead trout that are too poisoned to eat. Might have to go find a different way.
He turns, says to the men, says, we're not leaving. Find another method. And yeah, seemingly tries to just ignore you, Roki, as he gathers up his men for a little quick group chat. They are gathered over the other side of the pool and are just talking amongst themselves in a hushed tone as well.
Hey, what's that
and
there swimming down in the
all
dark?
roll. Go ahead, roll a deception check, Tracker. And I was also going to ask everyone rolls an insight as well.
10.
Okay.
I mean, that thing could break through the ice if it wanted to, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Is there anything we could do to get it to break through the ice under them? Like bait it to come up and crash under them?
How would you bait them? That's a question, but
I'm just posing the concept. I don't know how to do it. Someone might have an idea.
Yeah, right. Okay. Tracker, they look back. They already kind of clocked that you're a bit of a joker, it seems, and one of them glances down, but the others seem to be ignoring you. They seem to be deep in conversation, and every now and again, what did everyone get? Like Roki, Roland. You can't make out their body language because they're trying to corner it off, and their hoods like block their faces. Deliberately so. It seems like they're trying to talk about something in private, and one of them does kind of glance over towards you guys, and then back to the conversation.
Are there any
hushed
barrels
tones.
of oil nearby us? That's not overwhelmed them.
They mostly emptied what they had, but I will say that you might find one with like a little bit left in it. Sure.
Could I go just light that on fire?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
They can't pour it in there if it's burning here.
True. Very true.
And they also need the barrels to bring the oil back, right? The what's it called? Embryos?
Ambergris. Yeah.
Ambergris.
Ambergris. Yeah. So this light, this barrel is ablaze, and provides a little bit more light for you guys. But yeah, it's. They turn around and they're like, "What are you doing?" Ugh. He starts moving over.
It's getting cold over here.
We told you. You tried to do this, it didn't work. Time to go try to make money a different way.
And who gave you permission to light our oil?
You can't pour it down there if it's burning. If you want to burn the skin off your hands.
You're starting to piss me off. Why don't you lot leave? This is our hunt. Leave us to our business.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yes, that we cannot do. It seems clear to us that the thing you hunt is is well, a damn sight smarter than any of you bloody idiots. And frankly, we're not going to stand here any longer and watch you do what you're doing. We'll give you a chance to find a better way to make your living, but it's not going to be like this anymore.
Give me an intimidation.
Imitation.
Did you get any bonus from the flaming barrel?
Oh yeah, don't need it.
Very nice, Roland.
Oh, damn.
You step up to the plate and finally laying down the law and saying this is not happening. Yeah, and they in frustration they look back and forth with one another. There's clearly some side eyeing, and already as a man of tactician and war, you can see that they've actually set up in a formation that makes both sense to launch an attack at this moment. You got the heavy hitters and shield bearers in the front, and all the ranged ones at the back. Even Logan Ninefingers is sort of fiddling with a knife between his fingers, and there's a tense standoff for just one moment as he stands right next to you and stares into your eyes, Sir Roland. But he can see you're a man of experience. You've got your own battle scars, and you've said this with a conviction. Damn it all, men. We're not going to stand out here freezing our asses off anymore. We're leaving. And the other's like, but this is a waste. Like, I don't want to hear it. Our fight isn't against them. It's against Angerjuk. Fucking beast is smarter than we thought. They gather up their things, look over their shoulders one more time. I have to bite their lip and move on.
And then Roland turns around to Stef and's like, "What's an anchor joke? I don't know what you're talking about."
Seeing them move away, the vultures also move in for the other two trout.
I wish we could contact the creature.
Wish we could ride those vultures.
We can, if they're nearby.
Could we, what, with the Sonic Stone?
Yes.
Genius.
I mean, Steph, you can give it a try, see if you can reach out to the creature. Does it understand? Or even able to.
Can I reach out for the creature?
Can.
You sense there is an intelligent life, but it's slowly getting further and further away. You can see Snorp is trying to reach up to the bell, though. And like, kind of jumping up, but it's too high for him.
I'll ring the bell and see what happens.
Before we do that, Roland or Roki, can either of you try to purify this water? Like, as if you were curing foods?
Oh, that would be...
I mean, there is still oil swimming on the water, right?
That's correct.
I would need to come back and do that.
That's for another day, okay.
Yeah, I'd have to
How
prep
about I just set fire to the oil and we wait until it burns up?
It could take a while.
It can take a while. It was a couple of barrels, so I would guess it takes a couple of hours, right? But it's not like an oil tank built here.
No, I'm not even sure if
anything we could use to skim it off, or
I don't think burning oil actually works. When you burn waste oil, prevent contamination. Oh no, you do. Yeah, apparently you can. I just read it up in real life. But I'll tell you what though, the bell's still rung.
Our characters don't know that, but
of course. I'll tell you what though, that can still be decided later. For now, ringing the bell at least gives you the open communication with the creature. So you could even warn it, hey, don't surface yet. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
After a moment, when you're discussing how do we deal with this, skim it, burn it, there is suddenly another shadow underneath the ice that you're able to detect, and Stef, it suddenly reaches within reach of your telepathic communication.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Okay,
My
okay.
name is Ben. Who's down there?
Tell them the dangerous ones are gone.
Oh. No, I'm not doing that voice.
The
There's a
entire
deep,
conversation in
resonant voice.
sonar.
If
Yeah,
you didn't
I was
tell
just
them
gonna
yet,
say.
tell them that there's oil on the surface.
Guys, you
Don't
never
surface yet.
You never believed this. It's a giant pigeon.
Oh god, it's a pigeon. I'll have to work on that then.
I was hoping the sciatica meant you could communicate with it. You didn't have to speak the same language, but maybe not.
You do, yeah, you're good. The voice echoes out. Hello? Who goes? You're not those whalers from before, are you?
No, we're not.
I must protect my school.
Your school of what? What exactly are you?
Well, I'm a whale,
Well, are there
and I
men?
have many friends with me.
You mean the trouts?
I'm afraid they did not heed my warning. I told the others to not get too close, but there are many kind here, with fin and horn.
So, are you like their leader?
Protector, guide. We have better chance of survival when we swim together.
Well, what exactly is your name, actually?
My name is Anchordew. I have swum these waters many years.
Do you know why the whalers wanted you specifically?
I am not sure, but I have faced my fair share of trouble. Many near fatal encounters with beast and man,
Nonsense.
even rock.
Wait, a rock tried to.
Yes.
Did you try to fight a shoreline?
No. Oral's faithful bird. It left many scars along my pectoral fins and body.
Giant rock bird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh god, not that bird.
Yeah, dead birds.
I do have a question for you, now that you say it. So you do come to quarrels with Oro, is that right?
I suppose yes. If they set their rock on me, they must not like me very much.
Isn't Oro freezing over the sea also kind of troubling for you? You need to surface to breathe, right?
I do.
Well,
So-
we didn't quite know what to expect when we came out here. However, maybe we could be of help to each other. We would need a guide that could bring us to the island of Solstice. Can you swim us across?
I can. I figured that's what you rang the bell for.
Oh, that's what you're here for? No, we didn't really know what to expect.
Oh. Yes, I can swim you across. I have transported many underwater.
Underwater? So is it like we crawl inside your mouth or something?
No, not quite like that. My companion, Anger, once cast a spell that was able to transport those who I can trust across the sea. You have asked many questions, but please, perhaps you can answer one in turn. Do you know what happened of my beloved anger?
Have we met Anger?
We have not.
What was the name of the beast we encountered in the other fishers' village?
They didn't have names.
Could they describe
No.
what anger looks like?
Anger casts a
Yes,
spell.
they can. They can.
So they are.
Anger is a druid. They gave me my intelligence, a blessing of sentience, and
Oh no.
they taught me much about your kind.
Does she have red hair?
No.
Hmm.
Or I don't
No.
know, but the red-haired one is Revison,
Oh yeah, sorry.
or I forgot her sister's name, and it was not Anger.
Is anger related to the other sea monster?
Maybe.
Or is that a sea
That was
creature?
Revison.
Well, I thought it was some different one.
But it's safe to. I mean, you said she was a druid, right? I'm sorry to ask
Yes.
more questions into you, but do you know if she was affiliated with the frost druids specifically?
Yes, perhaps something like that. I believe they were a frost druid.
So if we
We-
find anger, you can take us to the island? Is that what you're
Or
saying?
anger
I
can
will.
cast a spell that can transport us underwater, is what I got from it.
No, anger cast a spell on me, allowing me to transport you. But I just wondered. It has been many years since I have seen them. I wondered if they still roamed the land, but
Has
If we
she
come across them, I'd love to send them back here to try and protect you.
told you where she last went?
no. They did visit often, but I have not seen them.
When was the last time she visited? A couple of years ago, you said.
It must have been at least 2 years.
Got it.
Oh, that's recent.
2.5, perhaps.
Sorry, come again?
You know, this lines up with how often the winter started and has been going on for.
Mhm.
So it's like since Oral started casting her spell, she has not been seen.
The anger
But-
might be dead.
I mean, I have one more question
sure.
for you. I'm sorry. Do you
Mhm.
know the name of the spell she used?
Oh, sorry. Pardon. Sorry.
She says, a spell. All I know is that it allows you to safely breathe under the water.
Mm,
I would show you rather than tell you, but the ice still blocks our line of sight.
I see.
So we need to break the ice.
I cannot surface with that oil.
Oh, we need to deal with the oil.
I can get rid of the ore for you. I could burn it away.
Steph, rather than turn this entire place into a fireplace, could you perhaps melt ice in another area?
I mean, I can also attempt to do that. I don't know. Can I attempt to do that, Senrith?
With firebolt, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, Fireball is going to do very little amount.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
now, it will take minutes and minutes. It won't be instantaneous.
so
as a stretch, could I change one of my spells of Purify Water since we haven't done any combat? And I assume no, but might as well ask.
It's been 7 hours into the day.
Yeah.
There is a little cabin where you could like settle down, and if you wanted to wait a day, you could do that. You'd have to break into the cabin. They didn't because they were more interested in the hunt, but there is a small cabin I've mentioned you could do there. But
I mean, do we
you
have
could also
any-
spend the time to try and break the ice, melt it, or burn the oil.
Yeah,
Steph,
Steph, you
really-
give this a try, and then if it doesn't work, we can come back in the morning.
What are the serious oppositions to just burning the oil off?
I'm saying give it a try, and if it doesn't work, we can purify this tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll see what your plan does. Because
I would just
might
burn
work.
the oil off because that should work, right? Oil floats on top, it burns off, right?
yeah,
I'm gonna say this.
warn the creature of what we're doing, and then
I'm gonna say this about the oil. I don't think the world of D&D has environmental sciences yet, so our characters wouldn't actually know that that's like damaging to the climate or whatever. Also, they have a very different climate problem right now.
Right, yeah, let's just
They could use some greenhouse gases up here.
That global warming would be welcome.
Yeah, I think so too.
Apparently, this is a technique that you can utilize. So, yeah, one quick firebolt will ignite the oil. That's
Well,
for sure.
I would like to tell Angui something. The name is so complicated. Angui.
Ankachuk.
Ankachu. To keep your friends down below. I'll get rid of the oil for you. And,
They begin to swim away.
yeah. And we should probably like back off because, might also melt some of the ice in the process. So
you don't want to smell the fumes.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing. It will let off this incredibly dense black smoke as soon as you start burning the oil.
I mean, are the waders that I see on the map over there, are they still here or did they leave?
They are gone.
Okay. So, I mean, I would just burn the oil, I'm gonna be honest.
Alright, let's
Unless somebody has any serious argument against it.
I have no quarrels about burning the oil. No, I'm not gonna do anything yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
burning it is.
I will throw a symbolic firewall for you, Mr. Senrith. Without a target.
All right, immediately then the burning begins. This is a great deal of black smoke begins billowing up into the air. You standing next to it, it's going to be really toxic. So you can back all the way away or even go into the small cabin if you want.
Where
but
is the small cabin?
It's going to take a while. It's like down to the left, around like down here.
I'll move over there, I guess.
Yeah, you can take. It's going to take 10 minutes to break open the ice to the cabin. There's no way around it. It's going to take, lots of hacking and breaking it open. So, this is actually a good. Snorp will help. You've got this, whereas the burning of this oil will take hours. So you're going to get into the cabin before you break it. Wait for that stuff
over
to
there.
melt.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's back over there. The bloated door is covered in ice, but it's going to take 10 minutes. Eventually, you smash it open, and once you've pulled away the thick rime coating every surface, you see inside there is a bed draped in a thick knit blanket. Besides the bed, a small hearth holds a precious store of firewood. Unfortunately, the firewood seems to be infested with worms and have eaten away at the tender parts of the wood, but it's still safe to burn.
Oh, worms!
There's enough.
I will pick out a couple of them and eat them.
You're more than welcome to. It looks like enough wood here to actually fuel a nightly fire for 3 days, and it's stored in 6 bundles that weigh about 30 pounds each. So you can let yourself be warm whilst you wait for the oil to burn off.
Yeah, I guess.
Roki can switch out spells while we wait, I guess, if he wants to.
No, I was just thinking as the next day thing. If this doesn't solve it, then
I mean, you can still. I'm gonna say this: you can still take purified water to make sure that there is no,
Yeah, but I'd have to do that in the morning because it's too far gone in the day.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Alright,
3
okay.
p.m. turns to 4, 5, 6. It starts to get about to 7 p.m. when the final ounces of oil have burnt away and the smoke is cleared.
Ugh. We got some poker cards. Play while we wait. Playing cards. Let's go
You can-
investigate.
Well, shall we ring the
Yeah.
bell?
I just want to investigate what the
The ice
area
has-
is like this.
Yeah,
can
the ice
check.
has melted, definitely, in a wider
Mhm.
area, but it hasn't done too much, honestly. It's stayed on the surface of the water, and so it's kind of just opened up like twice the radius. The dock
mean,
is still standing, thankfully.
How's the water looking like?
Anybody-
Pollution and stuff.
Does
It
anybody
has worked. In situ burning is actually a technique used by people responding to an oil spill, and it's a controlled burn that actually gets rid of the oil, significantly reducing it and minimizing the adverse effects on the environment. So that's literally how it works in real life. So it's perfectly reasonable to say it worked here.
Yeah,
Oh,
swim on
everyone's
top.
ready. Ding, ding,
Swims
ding.
on top, you burn it off, it turns into CO2 and basically floats away. There's gonna be leftover residue, but like residue can
Alright.
be dispersed in large bodies of water.
Yep, perfect. All right, you ring a ling ding, and this massive shadow begins to approach
Hey,
once
wait.
more.
Before we ring the bell, can we check the environment around us if it's actually clear there is no hunters lying in wait anywhere?
Hmm.
Maybe a job
Yeah,
for
give me
tracker.
perception checks. Anyone who wants to check.
I don't want to lure this thing into an ambush, basically.
Good
I
thinking,
have
Stef.
disadvantage on it.
Tracker,
17.
you stare out into the distance. If they had been lying in wait, they would have been doing so in shelter because you didn't see any tents on them, and you would have been freezing to death as well had you not been in that small cabin and burning the wood. But yeah, it's very unlikely that they would sit and wait.
Okay.
They don't even know that you want to resummon it. They just know that they want to prevent them from doing it. And also, one last thing, your little cabin would have been giving off a chimney smoke. It's signifying that you guys are still here for several hours. And so if they were waiting, they would know that you're still here. And they clearly didn't want to fight. So you don't see any sign of them. The only thing you do see is the vultures return. They are clearly hungry again.
Come on, you just had a
Are they-
fish. Each of you had a fish.
Oh, I
They're
could
looking
use
at
some
Snort.
Oh, they're looking at Snort?
Yeah,
Chibbles.
that looks bite-sized. And Chibbles.
I don't think Chibbles is actually food. Chibbles is like a spirit thing, right?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing with these vultures, though? Do you let them stalk and lurk, or
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
I'm gonna hush them away. Seems tricky.
okay? Give me an intimidation check.
What happens?
There's a staring contest between one of the vultures and Tracker. But they don't seem like they're budging, unless, of course, Roki wants to add anything to that.
We trying to intimidate birds.
Yeah, Tracker's trying to shoo them off, and they're just not having it. But
Save
you
the
could add
flag
guidance, is
four
what
in
I'm
front of
saying.
them.
Oh, God.
It works as well.
Jesus. I was suggesting guidance. We know what. Fuck it. The sacred flame goes off. They're gonna roll a dex save.
I'm not hitting them. I'm hitting the four in front of them. Like just.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure. It's enough to tip the scales, and eventually these vultures ascend into the air. They're not like there in striking distance, but they're circling around. Okay. That'll Wow, that vulture really went high, didn't he? Huh? Anyway, finally, you see the shadow begin to approach, and as it breaches the water, you're a little bit dumbstruck by what you see. This isn't just a sperm whale, but rather it has a configuration of straps and harnesses, all attached to a boat that is resting on the very head of the creature. And there's all these magical runes kind of on the sides, carved into the wood of the boat. And this is what you see. Alongside them is all these other little animal and wildlife. As you can see, there are narwhals, dolphins, other smaller fish as well, all surrounding this giant whale as its like guide and protector.
Wow.
And as it finally, as it emerges, you see it turn towards you, and with its calm, serene-looking eye, it kind of looks across the group and opens its mouth and begins to speak in common, because it is awakened, and and says, "Thank you. I can breathe again."
Sorry we didn't get here sooner.
Yes. Those hunters only just arrived yesterday. You arrived precisely when you needed to.
I'm glad we realized that.
Oh yes, I'm a wizard after all.
Yeah, I'm glad we realized something that needed to be protected was down there before it was too late. There was nearly a mistake that one of us spotted earlier than the rest of us.
Thank you. You see there are many scars running down its flesh, but it's
can
still
really
got a
just-
friendly demeanor, even despite all the
You
shit
can really
it's
just
been
take
through.
us to the island then? Well,
We still need the spell.
To the island of Solstice. Yes. It can be done. And you see, as it slightly submerges, you see the runes light up around the edges of the boat, and a protective bubble forms around the boat that's sitting on top of it, lashed to it. And yeah, it looks like a breathable environment.
guys,
So
let's go.
Why did we need the spell?
Because you will drown otherwise.
Yes.
No, so we
It's a
can't go.
permanent spell. It doesn't need recasting.
We will
So we
need to
can't go?
submerge underwater. If we sail across the ice, not only have we got glaciers to run into, but Oral's rock will find me and tear my flesh asunder, much like it tried to do before. That's why I haven't breached in the surface over there. Much safer in the shoreline.
How do we get the spell then?
Yeah, we find the druids.
No,
I'm
the
confused.
spell works. I was merely inquiring because I have not seen anger in a long time.
So I'll
Although
go quickly. So
he has
it's
the
a spell that's
spell
already
already
been cast,
active
and we
on
don't need
her.
to do any spell.
Yes.
No.
Okay, yeah, because I assumed this in, and we were saying I'm very confused. So they could just take us, but it's dangerous.
Yes.
Yes.
There are many encounters in the underwater passages, but I've guided many and not led them astray. And you see all the little dolphins clicking and in agreement.
You're willing to take this risk?
You can
for
exit. It was my solemn duty to transport your kind from island to island. That was the service I was provided. I was deemed to provide. That was Anger, who trusted me to do that. In return, they gifted me with sentience.
I hope we can keep you safe. I don't want.
I
We're
think
gonna
we're
need a
taking.
way back.
Hmm. Sorry. Say that again.
I said I hope we can keep them safe because we're gonna need to have the way back as well.
That's true.
Like I want to go, but I don't want you to die for it.
Hmm.
Or us.
Well,
Sure, that too.
it doesn't look like we've got very much choice, does it?
Okay, so just once again, okay, so we could just go now. We could just go to the island and then deal with the issues that happen along the way, right? That's what we're saying.
You've earned Ankajuke's trust. They say that it is their duty to transport those back and forth, and Anga designed the boat and strapped it to them to create a bubble, enabling you to breathe comfortably underwater. So
Nice.
Let's go.
you have everything you need, but just
No.
be
Mhm.
warned, of
problem
course,
with
there
this-
is Oral's Rock.
Yeah.
It is terrifying for the whale. That's why they don't surface near the island or out in the sea.
Can it
They-
get us
they've
kind
been
of close
attacked
enough when we
before.
swim up.
Look.
Like it doesn't have to surface; it can just get us close enough to swim.
It's a whale. It needs to breathe sometime.
Yeah,
I will
it
need
can
to
swim
surface
away.
as well for air.
You
But I
not
can swim away.
for air. Yeah, swim away to go get your air.
I
and then
just
come back.
I just worry when I emerge, I let loose a giant spout of seawater. That's what usually attracts the beast, the rock that is.
I mean, if Oral's not
You-
there, maybe we can take this thing on.
Ah, timing is everything. It seems.
Or maybe we could offer it Roki's axe beak.
I don't. It's,
I will take an octopus if you have one.
I'd say like we
I
don't.
think Stef ate the last one, probably.
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
we,
eat
if we
an
can just
octopus.
get get our friend out of there and come back, then we're more equipped for the future. We're more ready for whatever comes.
Yeah, I personally think that maybe looking for the party. The last time we struggled with a barbarian warlord, I'm not really sure if you're ready to deal with a divine rock yet.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that, and we can be in and out before anything comes looking for us. But here we are. We're ready. We have the transportation, and do we have room for a two-legged griffin in this bubble?
Oh, well, I'm very, very large. I can definitely transport all of you, but I'm not sure about all your friends.
So we stash them in the cabin so that they get eaten by giant fucking vultures.
I mean, potentially, yeah. That, or you have someone ride them back to town,
Yeah, we have
so that they're safe.
We take care of them.
I can ride them back if you don't want them out here in the open.
Yeah, preferably.
Yes.
Sure.
That seems very sensible. Thank you, Snorf.
I mean, once
Yeah,
we
no
have
worries.
faith back,
I'll be in Bremen.
We can help this place. We come.
I'm just gonna say this: do we at least have a chance to go on a long rest before we go on this journey? I'm stupefied, right?
Didn't we just have a long
So it's
rest?
7 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, but it's 7 p.m. now. You've been traveling a lot of the day and waiting for oil to burn.
Because
So-
like, if we go there,
But
I also think that there is the Trials of Oro, right? Lots of fucking
Right.
checks. I'm not
The-
passing any checks right now.
So you're timing this so that when Oral is away, correct?
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That will
So-
mean you will have to wait until nightfall. That is when
Okay.
the aurora appears in the sky.
Mhm.
It's 7 p.m. now. you would actually time it pretty well. If you left now, you would arrive at the island at nightfall. So there's encounters along the way as well. Just that's a heads up. But there's not much of a chance unless you stay another full day here in the cabin, which you could do. You've got the rations, you've got the firewood, but it just means you're waiting another whole
I
24
suppose we
hours.
can
It's up
do.
to you.
And we're also waiting to see if those guys come back, I guess, and then we can scare them away for good
Okay.
if they do.
No,
Yep.
I don't
try
mind.
If
Alright.
Steph says he's not prepared for this, that's
No, I'm literally a stupefied
Uh,
wizard right now.
There's no
Yeah, it's one of the
guarantee he's
worst
gonna
conditions for a wizard.
save.
Yeah.
Like,
There is no guarantee, but you've got 3 days of firewood, so I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's another chance.
Thank you, Duke's happy to meet us
I
this time tomorrow.
actually have like, I think doing some napkin math, I have like a 75% chance of passing the check.
can we do anything to help him?
Yeah.
Which check?
You know, if we all like stay up with him and
Think
give him
by
the
our-
help.
The
Thing
intelligence
doesn't-
saving throw I have to make when I do a long rest.
Has anyone got resistance or bless? That's the only way I see it.
Oh,
Working.
he can bless me.
Bless. Roki's got bless. as
That
well,
will help.
probably.
I don't have blessed prepped at the moment. I haven't
I've got
since we
it
lost faith.
Yep. I've got 3 doses of bless right here.
That will help. You can use bless and wait and time it, so when he wakes up, I'll allow that.
Awesome.
Though, what else? One last thing. Oh yeah, Anki Duke says, if you wish to arrive at the island of Solstice when Oral is departing, then we should leave sooner. I'm not sure if we will run into any complications, but let us leave midday. We can always sit and wait if we arrive earlier, and some distance away from the island. But that would be my suggestion. So rather than leave at 7 tomorrow, like leave a little bit
Yeah.
earlier, and then that makes sense. So it actually works in your favor. It might, in a way, give you more time on the island before Oral returns. Okay. So we'll skip over to the next day. You guys finish another long rest if you need to. Get all your hit dice back, and roll me a intelligence save with an extra d4.
Characters.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's lagging. Intelligence saving throw. I'll just
Yeah.
situational bonus 1d4 normal.
Nat 20. Let's go. Okay. Just as your mind is clearing up is when the thrumming of this pulse comes back, trying to redirect your efforts, trying to reprioritize your mission, and you're having none of it. You're able to compartmentalize that pulsing distress signal and put it at the back of your mind. You are no longer stupefied.
Not the first voice in my head I had to deal with.
Right? Exactly. You're used to this shit. Fantastic. I will even say that you don't have to worry about the next day either, because that's a nat 20. So for 2 days, you do not have to worry about the pulse. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Does
anyone show up before our time to leave?
No, actually, you smashed the intimidation check. That's all I'll say. Is yeah, you did it. Like you honestly, there was potentially a fight there, but you actually you just beat the rob in flying colors. So
I really
just
wanted
wanted
to
to
push
come
that
back
guy
and
into
shoot
the
him.
water.
Yeah, I know. I was
the vultures come
disappointed.
back.
When I rolled an 18, I was like, oh shit.
I'm gonna say this, I really wanted to beat up Logan Nine Fingers because of that guy. There's a lot of gold we didn't get.
Right. That
But we
doesn't
will
mean
have
they're
our
gone for
chance,
good.
Tracker. I'll say this, Tracker.
These-
If you want to beat up Logan, I'll fully support you.
these opportunistic hunters are forced to find other avenues. Who knows what what they'll get up to next. I'm sure you might run into them somewhere down the line, but for now,
Isn't
it's not your
Logan
right.
Nine
It's not your
Fingers
right.
a fugitive?
Yes.
Is he?
I mean, he's a
I'm
criminal.
pretty sure
He's a mercenary.
I'm pretty sure the speaker of Kerkunig has a
Bounty on him.
Oh,
bounty on his head
yes.
because he is
Yeah, that's
what's the
true.
word? He
Stolen from.
he sided with the Durgar and stole from his mansion.
Sure. He's definitely a mercenary for hire, and then but yeah, there's a bounty on his head for the actual ransacking of Caer Dineval.
And the next time
That's
we
that
run
much
into
is true.
them, we just tell them, hey,
Ah,
there's
that
a
one, yeah.
bounty on this guy's head. That will feed you for a couple of days.
Turn them against each other. Hilarious.
Love it.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. Well, Hankajuke's Bell. You wake up refreshed. Any preparations you need to do, you can do them now.
I don't think I have any spells
see-
that I want to do.
Okay.
Oh, actually, there is one thing I want to switch out since we're here.
Yep.
I'll do that on my own. Oh, never mind. I already have that spell equipped. However, I don't think... Is there anything else I could want here? Oh yeah, there is something I do want. Instead of... Oh, unprepared this. And I will take this with me, because that seems like it might come up. Okay, got it.
Alright.
Oh, I just realized I
All
can't
good.
use warding bonds. I need to get some platinum rings.
Ah.
Have to get those next time we go shopping.
Did you... Well, hold on a minute then. Did you want that? Did you want to cast that?
Yeah, I had an idea to use it, but
Okay. What if then you're waiting like 24 hours nearly, well, 20-ish hours. What if you just head back with, or Snorp heads back with the mounts and comes back again and delivers it to you?
that idea
It's
might
not.
be
I'm
useful,
not too fussed because you've got this 20 hours to spend. You could have made it back to town and got those if you really wanted.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
I guess
that
we also have
fussed,
the
so
morning before we meet them, since we're meeting them in the afternoon anyway, yeah. Okay,
that's
so,
it. So spend the gold.
50 gold, I guess, each. It cost me
Yeah,
100
yes.
gold. Oh my god.
It's a fantastic spell. I trust me, Warding Bond's really good. I like it a lot.
Rip
It's a
most
worthy
of my money.
investment. All right, Snorp returns.
I guess they're
Here you
reusable
go.
then, aren't
Take your
they?
ring. I got you some more ration and yeah, and you see he's only brought he's just brought Jimothy. And yes, you use it. You don't use up the spell components. It's forever on your person. So if you did need to sell them again for a gold sink into something else, you can. So
Nice.
all right. Snorp has secured your axe beaks in Bremen with some faithful friends like Tali, and they're looking after them. All right. We are at 10 o'clock now. Ankajuke's Bell is going to be quite the venture as we embark on our seafaring quest. And I think that's a good place to end it. Gives me better time to prep the actual adventure, because I didn't expect you to go here all so suddenly. And it is one of the later chapter things. But your plan is, like you said, arrive when Oral is away. Avoid any conflict with a powerful goddess. So, with that in mind, let's hope that you can circumvent one of the biggest threats and just get Faith back. But we'll see. I think that will be an interesting tale to tell. Let's wrap it up here then. Thank you guys for playing, and we'll resume next week.
No, we won't.
Till then,
No.
bye.
Bye. No, not next week.
2 weeks.
Oh no,
3 weeks from now.
next week. Next week. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, we got some
we're
time
off-
off, haven't
off
we?
for 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's fine. That gives me even more time to prep. But yes, that is a good point. We're away for 2 weeks. There's some holidays to be had, but yes, We will resume eventually.
Yeah,
Till
on the
then, bye-bye for
24th
now.
of
Eventually.
July.